Okay, I'm back with a new explanation video. This is the Kelantan trial for mathematics. So Kelantan 2024 trial paper 1. Okay, mathematics. Okay. Okay, let's start with question number 1. Okay, let's read. The first four terms for a sequence are 11, m, -3, -10, dot, 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 dot. Calculate the value of m. So if I want to do this question, I need to learn what's the pattern for the sequence first. Means I need to know how to get here to here, here to here, here to here, right? So I can do it by looking at -3 and -10. So what is -10 minus -3? It's -10 plus 3. And if you press calculator, you will get -7, right? So from -3, if you want to get to -10, you have to minus 7, right? But let's try taking 11 minus 7 two times and see whether I get -3. Let's press calculator. 11 minus 7 minus 7. So yeah, my calculator really give me -3. That means the pattern here is -7 every time you move to the next number. So to get the next number, you have to take the previous number minus 7. So m is equals to 11 minus 7, which is 4. Right? So this is how I would do it. Okay, that's all. Let's go question number 2. It is given that rs minus s squared equals to r minus 5. Express r in terms of f. It means that you want to find r equals. R equals that if they say R in terms of S means R equals. So look at A, B, C, D. Semua cari R. Means you kena jadikan R single, right? Okay, so let me do it fast. I think this one move over here, this one move over here, and then factorize. Okay, the answer is B. Okay, the answer is B. Okay, let me just explain it here. So if you want to find R, you will try to make the R single, right? So what you do is you try to put kumpulkan yang ada R on the same side. So yang ada R you letak on the same side. So the RS I will leave it here, and then this R I will bring it over here. So plus R when you move become minus R. Okay, it means those that have R I will put it together, and those that don't have R I will throw it to the other side. So the S square I will throw it to the other side. It becomes positive S square, and then the minus 5 leave it here. And since I want to make my R to be single, I want my R to be single. What I will do now, I will factorize. Okay, because there's two terms here and they both have R. So you can factorize. And when you factorize means you divide. RS divide R left with S. Negative R divide R left with 1. And then here is S squared minus 5. And now you can find your R easily. Just bring this whole thing to the other side. And don't forget, this is a times relation. Okay, hubungan dia darab. So darab hantar jadi bahagi. So this is your answer. So that is why the answer is B, boy. Okay, all right. Okay, let's move on. Number 3, it is given that 1 over 1 minus y equals 7 over 2y plus 5. Find the value of y. Okay, if you want to find the value of y means you want to find y equals. Okay, y equals something. It means your y has to be single, right? But if you look at this, it's, yeah, you have to do something, right? So what I will recommend doing is you will darab silang. So remember, when you see single fraction on both sides, something over something equals something over something, single fraction on both sides, you cross multiply, you darab silang. Okay, so 2y plus 5 times 1, which is 2y plus 5. 7 times 1 or 7 times 1 minus y will be 7 minus 7y. Reason is because 7 bracket 1 minus y. And when you expand like this, you will get this, right? Okay, now I want to find y. So what I will do is I will kumpulkan yang ada y on the same side. It means yang ada y I letak sekali lah. Okay, I gather on the same side. So the 2y, I will leave it here. And then the minus 7, I'll move it over here because they both have y, right? Means y dengan y boleh buat. So minus 7 pindah become plus 7. And then yang tak ada y, I pindah sana. So the 7 will be stay dekat sini. Plus 5 move there become minus 5. So now y dengan y boleh buat. Number dengan number boleh buat. So 2y plus 7y will be 9y. 7 minus 5 will be 2. So y will be 2 over 9. And the answer is B, boy. Alright? Okay. Okay, next question number 4. Let's read the question. Suhana bakes a layer cake that has a mass of not more than. Okay, if they say not more than means tidak lebih. Tak lebih means dia punya simbol mesti kurang atau sama dengan. Okay, smaller or equals. Because not more than means tak boleh lebih lah. So dia either kurang atau sama dengan 1.5. And then they says the mass of the cake x kg is received by each neighbor. Okay, wait, let's read again. Bakes a layer cake, mass. Okay, so I think this is the whole cake mass, right? Not more than 1.5 kg. And then the mass of the cake, x kg, is received by each neighbor. Okay, understand? If Suhana cuts the cake into 10 equal slices for her neighbors, which of the following linear inequalities is the most accurate to represent the situation? Okay, let's see here. So x represents the mass of cake, right? But then they say the mass of cake is not more than 1.5. Okay, so not more than 1.5. Let me think. Yang manakah paling tepat? So this is the mass for the whole cake, right? If Suhana cuts the cake into for her neighbors, received by each neighbor. Okay, so I think there's only one cake. Yeah, because a layer cake, right? So let's imagine one whole cake, and the mass is like not more than 1.5 kg. And then what happens is like uh the mass of the cake x kg is received by each neighbor if Suhana cuts the cake into 10 equal slices for her neighbor. It means that if I take 10 uh times with uh x equals to 1.5 kg. Is it true if I write like this? Uh, okay, because x is the mass of the cake, right? Received by each neighbor. Okay, okay. Yeah, correct lah, correct lah. Because x is the mass of the cake received by each neighbor if Suhana cuts into 10 equal slices. It means that one slice is x kg. So if 10 slice, it will be 10x kg. But then the mass is not more than, so I shouldn't write equals here. It should be smaller or equals. Yeah, this makes sense, right? So now you can find your x. You will just press 1.5 divide 10, you'll get 0.15 kg. But since all your ABCD is in fraction, then you use your calculator to change to fraction. You don't have to change yourself, just use calculator. So you press 0.15 in your calculator and then change to fraction. So your calculator, my calculator give me 3/20, right? So the answer here is C lah. Okay, so yeah, okay, that's how you do it. Okay, let's move on. Number 5. Elias has cut a piece of wood YCM long into 3 parts. Piece of wood YCM in 3 parts. Okay, the length of the first and second side are XCM and 3XCM respectively. If x equals to 7 and the length of the second part is 7 times the length of the part, calculate the value of y. Okay, I think I have to draw it out because this, if I don't draw it out, it's very hard to imagine, right? Because there's so many information. So let's draw a piece of wood. It's a batang, right? So let's draw a batang, okay? So this is like a piece of wood. And the piece of wood is YCM long. So the panjang for the whole thing is YCM. And it's cut into 3 parts. And I guess the length of the 3 parts is not the same, right? So I'm just gonna cut it here lah. So you have 1 part, 2 part, 3 part. So the first part length is XCM. So let's call this XCM. And then the second part is 3XCM. Okay, no problem. The third part punya length tak tahu, is not given. But I can find it is Y minus 4X. Because you will take Y minus X minus 3X. Right? Because the sum here is 3X plus X, which is 4X. So if you take Y minus 4X, that will be the length of the third part. And then it says if X equals to 7, and the length of the second part is 7 times the length of the third part, calculate the value of y. Okay, if I want to find value of y, I think I need to know all the panjang here. Then only I can add everything to find the length of y, right? But then they say x is 7. So can I cut this and write 7, cut this and write 21, and cut this and write y minus 4 times 7, which is 28, right? Because x is 7, so I just sub inside. And then they say the information here, length of second part is 7 times the length of third part. So this is important. Length of second part. Second part is 21, okay? Is equal to 7 times the length of third part. So 7 times the length of third part, which is y minus 28. So I think I can find my calculate. They want to find y. So I can find my y from here, right? So what I will do is I will pindah the 7 here. So this one, the hubungan here is darab. Darab hantar jadi bahagi. 21 bahagi 7 is 3. And this is y minus 28. And now you can find your y, which is 3 plus 28, 31. So the answer is B, boy. Okay. Okay. There is another way to do this. You can take the 7, expand, kembang dalam, boleh juga. When you expand, you will get 7y minus 7 times 28. And then baru pindah, can also. You will end up with the same answer. Okay. But it's easier if I don't expand. That's why I didn't choose to expand. Okay. But both method will give you the same answer. Okay. Hope you understand. Okay, let's continue with number 6. So they give you something like this, and then they want you to simplify. Okay, immediately, what I will do now is like I will factorize whatever that can factorize here, right? So first thing first, if you have h squared minus k squared, you have to remember this. If I give you a squared minus b squared, you can factorize, open 2 bracket, 1a, 1b, 1a, 1b, 1 plus, 1 minus. Okay, but make sure it's minus here. and make sure they both have square. Then baru boleh buat macam ni, right? So this h square minus k square memang boleh factorize jadi h minus k, h plus k, right? Because simplify means yang boleh factorize, you factorize, right? Same with this, 10h minus 5k. You can factorize also, but not the same factorization you did earlier. This factorizing is can pull out the 5. Because 10 and 5, the highest common factor here is like 5. They both can divide 5. So you factor out the 5 lah. So when you take out 5, 10h divide 5 is 2h. 10 divide 5, right? And then negative 5k divide 5 is just left with negative k, right? And what happens to the divide? Actually, you can jadikan times, divide jadi times, but these two you have to flip. You have to terbalikkan, right? So now it becomes the h minus k square duduk bawah, and then the 8h minus 4k duduk atas. But I told you already, kalau boleh factorize, factorize. So 8h minus 4k, you can actually take factorize what? You can factor out the 4, because 8 and 4 both can divide 4. And when you take out the 4, you will left with 8h divide 4, which is 2h, negative 4k divide 4, which is negative k, right? And then what about the h minus k square? Okay, square, we all know square means what? It means the same thing times itself, right? So h minus k square is basically h minus k times h minus k. And you don't have to expand, don't expand it, please. Okay, what you're trying to do is the opposite, which is to simplify. So what you have to do is factorize everything. So now everything is factorized. Now you can take fraction darab fraction, which is atas darab atas, bawah darab bawah. But when you take atas darab atas, the atas will stay atas, the bawah will stay bawah. That means benda yang atas and benda yang bawah boleh potong. When it's like everything times relation times divide, you memang boleh potong. So can you see it's like something darab something over something, something darab something. Everything is like something darab something. So you can cut. So atas h minus k dengan bawah memang boleh potong sini. 2h minus k also can cut because atas bawah. Alright. So now you left with h plus k times 4. But if you look at all the answer, they never take the 4 darab masuk. So definitely C, D wrong already. So it's just left with 4 bracket h plus k. And they never expand. So the answer is A lah. Okay. And then the down part also same. 5 times h minus k. But don't expand because the answer never expand. Right. So you are doing objective. So always look at the answer when you are doing it. Okay. Because you are doing paper 1, right? Paper 1 objective. You don't have to show the working. So you can straight away look at the answer and see which one match with your working punya answer. Okay, that's all. All right, let's continue. Number 7. Okay, let's read. Amni, Tasnim, and Iza. So 3% jog on a track around the lake that has a distance of 1 kilometer, 1 km, for each lap. Table 1 shows the time taken for one round. So Amni took 5 minutes to complete a round. Tasnim took 6 minutes. Iza took 10 minutes. It means Iza is the slowest lah. Yeah, because she took 10 minutes. But Amni is very fast. 5 minutes, he can finish one round already. Okay. Okay, let's say what they want. They started jogging from the same place at 8 a.m. Started from the same place. What time will the three of them meet again for the first time? Okay, for this type of question, I will straight away look at ABCD to do it, right? So let's assume it's 8:28 a.m., right? So it means that the three of them meet again for the first time at 8:28 a.m. So is this correct or not correct? Okay, first of all, you can do it like this. Imagine the lake. So lake is usually in a circular shape, right? So imagine this lake, right? And they all start with the same location. Let's say this is the starting, right? So this is Amni, this is Tasnim, this is Iza. And then they go this direction. They start at the same time, right? But Amni, because they will not run at the same speed, right? Amni is the fastest because she can complete 5 minutes, she complete one circle already. Okay, like Tasnim is a bit slow and Iza is the slowest, right? So after 28 minutes, because if you start at 8 a.m. means after 28 minutes, right? So how to know after 28 minutes where are their location, right? Will they be at the same place? Will they meet again for the first time? Actually, no. Because after 28 minutes, if you look at Amni, he take 5 minutes, right? Amni needs 5 minutes to complete 1 kilometer. That means if you take 28 minutes, you minus 5, it means and then minus 5 again, and then minus 5 again, minus 5 4 times, you will end up with 8 minutes, right? That means after 28 minutes, he already complete like 1, 2, 3, 4 round, and then the extra 8 minutes, he will just like run more than, so he run more than 4 round lah. That's what it means. He run more than 4 round already. Okay. But for Tasnim, it will be 28. Okay. Okay, 28 minus 5 times 4 equals to 8. But for Tasnim, it will be 28 minus 6 minus 6 minus 6. How many times you can minus? I think you can minus 4 times only. And you end up with 4, right? That means by the time you reach 8:28 a.m., Tasnim also completed four how to say? 4 cycle ataupun 4 round. He already finished 4 round, and then the extra 4 minutes is like, yeah, she continue lah. It's on the fifth round already. Then what about Iza? Iza will be 10 minutes, so it'll be 28 minus 10, but this time you can only minus dua kali saja 10. Okay? And you end up with 8 minutes, right? So it means that by the time you reach 8:28 a.m., Iza only finished 2 cycle and the extra 8 minutes, and there's like extra 8 minutes she keep on running lah. Okay? But I know A is wrong. You all know why A is wrong. Because if you notice here, this 8 and this 8 is same, right? And there is no way that Amni and Iza would be at the same, they will meet at 8:28 a.m. because the it shouldn't be same like this. Because at 8:28 a.m., Amni already finished 4 cycle and the extra 8 minutes she keep on running, right? So maybe she's like somewhere here already. Let's assume Amni is like, okay, because at 8:28 she already finished 4 round. So she's like completing her fifth round, and let's say she's halfway there. So this is like Amni at 8:28. But Iza, she only finished 2 round, and she's doing the third round, and the third round she already ran for 8 minutes. But I know Iza will definitely not be here. It will be behind here because she's slower, right? She's slower. So it's definitely somewhere here, and they cannot be in the same position. It's impossible because Iza is slower than Amni. So that's why I know A is wrong. Okay. Okay, now I will explain using B. So B is like 8:30 a.m., right? So imagine after 30 minutes, from 8 o'clock to 8:30, 30 minutes. So 28, sorry, 30, 30 minutes. You can minus 5 berapa kali? Okay, you can minus 5 6 times, right? 6 times, and you end up with 0. What it means is, after 30 minutes, Amni already complete 6 round. Yeah, Amni already complete 6 round because one round took her 5 minutes. So if 30 minutes is like 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 times. Okay. So after 8:30, she already complete 6 round, right? What about Tasnim? Tasnim, it will be 30 minutes and you can minus how many times 6? 5 times 6, right? Because when you take 30 minus 30, you end up 0. That means at 8:30 a.m., Tasnim completed how many round? 5 round. Yeah, 5 round. Because for her, 1 round took 6 minutes. So you can when you times 5 you is 30 minutes lah. Okay, last one is Iza, 30 minutes minus, okay, how many round can Iza complete at 8:30? I think 3, because 3 times 10 is 30, and then 30 minus 30 is 0. So as you can see, at 8:30 a.m., they all 3 of them will be at the same location here. Okay, so the answer is B, boy. The only thing different about them is they completed different number of rounds. Because Amni, she already complete 6 rounds. Tasnim, she already complete 5 rounds. Iza only complete 3 rounds. But that's not what we care about. We only care about what time will the 3 of them meet. So at 8:30 lah. Because at 8:30, they all end up at the same position after 30 minutes. Okay? It's just that the round they completed is different. Because their speed is different, right? Some run faster, some run slower. But what we care about is when will they meet, right? What time will the 3 of them meet for the first time? So it's 8:30, because when it's 8:30, they all uh, are at the same position, and the position is the starting point, right? Because at 30 minutes, they all completed different number of rounds exactly. And they finish exactly they are exactly at the same place. They meet at the exact same place they start. It means that at 8:30 a.m. they end up at the starting point. Okay, but they run different number of rounds lah. Okay, I hope my explanation makes sense to you lah. Okay, I hope you can imagine it yourself in the head lah. But I'll just leave it at that, and yeah, hope you understand. If you have anything you want to ask me, you can leave a comment down below. I will read your comments. Okay, I will move on for now. Okay, let's do number 8, the pie chart. So pie chart, but they give in percentage. They didn't give in angle. They give in percentage. So I can find my angle here. Just take 100%. Okay, if it's in degree, I will take 360 minus. But it's in percentage, so ambil 100 minus. So 100 minus 20 minus 40 minus 24. Oh, I see up. Wait, 20 minus 24 minus 40. Okay, my calculator give me 16. That means this is 16%, right? Okay, not 16 degree, percent is in percentage. And then they say shows the percentage of donors by blood group donated by 50 donors in the first 3 hours. So this first 50 is the total. So definitely this 50 is 100%, right? Because that's the total. And then they say the percentage for blood AB is not shown. Okay, I find it already is 16%. Calculate the number of donors for blood AB. So AB is 16%, right? So I want to find a number here. So imagine 100% is equivalent to 50%. So 16%, how many percent? Okay, you can do it like ratio. So 100 macam mana nak jadi 16? Okay, okay, let me use another method. 100 macam mana nak jadi 50? 100 how to become 50? You have to divide 2, right? Because 100 bahagi 2 dapat 50. So 16 also bahagi 2. So you end up with 8, right? So the answer is C, 8. Okay? Actually, if you don't want to do like that, there's another way. You can also tengok atas bawah. Like 100 how to become 16. And then here divide berapa, sini pun divide berapa. You will end up the same answer also. You will get 8 also. Okay? You nak tengok macam ni pun boleh, macam ni pun boleh. Right? So in other words, if you want to convert percentage to number, you have to divide 2. So here, percentage divide number, divide 2 also. That's why the answer is C. Alright? So that's your answer for number 8. Okay, let's continue. Okay, number 9. So they want you to convert 3322 base 5 to a number in base 7. If you want to convert base 5 to base 7, there is no shortcut. You have to convert to base 10 first. Okay, but if you want to convert from base 2 to base 8 or base 8 to base 2, there is shortcut. Okay, but only base 2 to base 8 and base 8 to base 2 ada shortcuts saja. Kalau 5 to 7 tak ada shortcut. You have to change to base 10. So 3322 base 5, I'm going to convert to base 10. Okay, how can I convert a smaller base to base 10? You have to use the times punya the darab punya cara, the times method. Okay, the multiply punya method. So the method is you have to write down the place value and then times with the number down here. So what is the place value for this? 5 power 0, 5 power 1, 5 power 2, 5 power 3. Okay, because it's base 5. And remember, always start with power 0. Okay, okay, now when you times, it becomes 5 power 3 times 3 plus 5 power 2 times 3 plus 5 power 1 times 2 and then plus 5 power 0 times 2. So you will take the place value times with the digit bawah sini and then tambah semua. So now you press calculator and then you get your answer. So 375 plus 75 plus 10 plus 2. Okay, my calculator give me 462, but that's not the answer. This is 462 base 10. So don't put A, A is wrong. I want base 7, bro. This is base 10. Okay, so after you change to base 10, now you change to base 7 and you will use the division method, the divide method. Because you are changing base 10 to a smaller base now. And the method looks like this. You divide 7 and you write the remainder here. Okay. Okay, you can use your calculator to divide. Right? So 462 divide 7. Okay, my calculator give me 66. And there is no decimal. It means your remainder 0. Okay, kalau dia tak ada titik perpuluhan means remainder kosong. Divide 7 again. You have to keep dividing until this whole thing becomes 0. Actually, I know the answer is D already. Yeah, because the last digit is 0, right? Yeah, okay, but let's just do it anyway. Okay, what is 66 divide 7? Okay, my calculator give me 9.428 and then blah, blah, blah. A lot of numbers at the back. Right? Okay, so what I will do is I'll write 9 and then the extra 428571429. So the 9 I'll write here already. And for the remainder, I have to take this extra times 7 to get remainder, right? So now what I will do is I'll tekan 0.4285 times 7. Okay, you don't have to tekan all the digits. You just tekan like a few. Just tekan 0.4285 is enough. So 0.4285 times 7. And if you tekan, your calculator will give you 2.999999995. So the remainder is 3. Okay. The reason why they never give you 3 exactly, they give you 2.99 is because you never tekan all the digit, right? But we don't have time to tekan all the digit, right? Just tekan a few is enough. Just tekan 0.4285 times 7 is good enough for us to determine the remainder already. Okay, so you get 2.999, that means the remainder is 3. And divide 7 again. Okay, this one you can do yourself. 7 times 1 is 7. And then 9 minus 7, remainder is 2. And then 7 times 0 is 0, remainder is 1. So the answer is 1230. So the answer is D. Okay, so hope you understand. Okay, let's continue number 10. In diagram 2 below, POR, QOS are three straight lines. Are straight lines. So POR, QOS. So can I find X angle? Yes. Just take 180 minus 38 minus 90, because this is a straight line, right? So what is 90 minus 38? 180 minus 90 is 90. 90 minus 38, 52, right? And we can also find this angle, but why I want to do that? Okay, let's see what the question wants. Calculate the conjugate angle of X. Okay, dia ada tiga yang awak kena tahu. First, you need to know what is complementary angle. Complementary angle. And then you need to know what is supplementary. Supplementary. And another one is conjugate angle, right? This one you learn in Form 1, I think. If I'm not mistaken, you learn in Form 1. Yeah, okay. One of the lower form chapter lah. I forgot which form it is, but I think it's Form 1. Yeah. Okay, so I'll teach you now. Complementary means the sum of the angle will be 90 degree. For supplementary, the sum will be 180. And then for conjugate, the sum will be 360. So I'll give you an example. Let's say the angle is 45. And I'm asking you, what is the complementary angle of 45? Then you will tell me 45, because the complementary angle of 45 will be the angle that after you tambah with 45 gives you 90. So the answer is 45 lah. But what is the supplementary angle of 45? It will be 180 minus 45, right? And then what is the conjugate angle for 45? Then it will be 360 minus 45. That's what it means, right? So what they ask you is the conjugate angle of X. So X is 52. So the conjugate angle for X will be here lah. Will be the angle from here to here, which is 360 minus 52. Because conjugate angle means the other angle that after you tambah with X will give you 360. So 52 degree, what angle tambah 52 give you 360? You will just take 360 minus 52 to get the answer here lah. Okay, don't call it X lah. Let's call it Y. Okay, so how to get your Y is like 360 minus 52. So if you press calculator, you will get your answer. All right, my calculator give me 308. So number 10 answer is D. Okay, all right, that's all. Okay, let's continue with question number 11. So let's read the question. Zakri's probability of aiming the area accurately is 75%. So this is probability of accurate. So this is how accurate, 75%. Okay, and then it says within 1 minute, Zakri was able to make 4 shots. Okay, so in 1 minute time, Zakri make 4 shots, right? And then it says count Zakri's inaccurate shots in an hour. Okay, so we already know the probability of accurate is 75%. So what is the probability of inaccurate? It will be 25%, right? Because the total percentage is 100. 100 minus 75 is 25. Okay, or you can also say, since the probability of accurate is 75%, which is 75 over 100, then you can take 1 minus, because total probability is always 1. So when you take 1 minus 75 over 100, you get 2500, which is 25%. Okay, okay, now we already know the probability for accurate and inaccurate. Now we can find how many inaccurate shots in 1 hour. First of all, you need to know what is this 4 shot first. This 4 shot is in 1 minute, he's able to make 4 shots. So what about in 1 hour? 1 hour is 60 minutes, right? So in 60 minutes, how many shots he can make? So 1 macam mana nak jadi 60 times 60. So here also you times 60. So 4 times 60, if you press calculator, you get 240 shots. That means in 1 hour, he will be able to make a total of 240 shots. But out of the 240 shots, how many is inaccurate? Okay, very easy. You just times with the probability of inaccurate, which is 25%. And then if you press this, you will get your answer already, right? So just press 240 times 0.25. Okay, my calculator give me 60. So number 11, the answer is D, donkey, right? Okay, let's continue with question number 12. Okay, number 12. Let's see what they want. Calculate the possible values of x for the equation 3 power x squared times 3 power 2x equals 3 power 15. Okay, this one is indices. So you need to know something about indices. First thing, if I give you a power m times a power n, you can change to a power m plus n, right? If I give you a power m divide a power n, you can change to a power m minus n. Okay, so basically it's like if base sama darab, power kena tambah. Kalau base sama bahagi, power kena minus. Ataupun power kena tolak lah. But if I give you a power n, then it's same with a power m times n. So if the power side by side, you have to times. And then another thing is kalau a power negative n, then you can make it positive. Tapi kena letak bawah, dia jadi a 1 over a power m. Okay, maksudnya atas ke bawah base dia sama lah. Cuma kuasa kena tukar tanda. Right? So you can see A, you letak bawah, the base tetap sama, but the power kena tukar tanda. Okay, and then what else? I think that's all, right? Yeah, I think that's all. Okay, another thing is like, if I give you anything power 0 is equals to 1 lah. Okay, power 0 is 1. Anything power 0 is 1. Okay, but I think this is not that important. I think the four main one yang you kena tahu is this, right? Okay, let's do this question now. 3 power x squared times 3 power 2x. You see, you can apply this formula already. 3, you see, same base, right? Base 3. Ini pun base A, base A. So, tengah-tengah times. Ini pun tengah-tengah times. So, power boleh tambah. So, it becomes 3 power x squared tambah 2x. Okay? And then the other side is 3 power 15. Just write it like this. Okay, I recommend you jangan tekan the 3 power 15. Because if you tekan, they will give you like a very big number. But it's not good because then it's not same base already. Can you see now both left side and right side is same base? So if same base, it means you can compare. Compare means you boleh buat banding. You boleh banding. You boleh banding. Kalau you tekan calculator, then you cannot banding already because not same base already. So sekarang macam mana you banding? Cuba tengok sini. Left side is base 3, the right side also base 3. Maksudnya, base dia dah sama, right? Maksudnya the power also have to be sama. Maksudnya x square plus 2x must equal 15 also. And when you see square means this is a quadratic equation, it means you have to jadikan general form, move everything to one side equals 0. So 2x plus 15 jadi minus 15 equals 0. And then press calculator, tekan the ABC in your calculator and then get your answer. Okay, let's press. Menu A degree polynomial 2. Okay, the A is 1, B is 2, C is negative 15. Okay, I'm done pressing my calculator. My calculator give me 3 and negative 5. So you just look at A, B, C, D, and yeah, C is the one, right? So number 12, the answer is C. Okay, so hope you understand. Okay, let's continue with question number 13. Okay, in diagram 3, KLM is a tangent to the circle. Where is it? KLM is tangent to the circle. Okay, PLQ with center O at L. Okay, let's talk about tangent. So tangent, immediately when you think about tangent, you think about 90 degree, right? In mathematics, in mathematics, because in NMaths is different one. For NMaths, they have to know more stuff about tangent. Because in NMaths, when you see tangent, you usually think about M1 times M2 equals negative 1. But this is maths, right? So in maths, we don't have that formula. The M1, M2, that one tak ada. So for maths, when you think about tangent, you just think about 90 degree. And what is tangent line? You need to know what is tangent line. What is tangent line? Tangent line means the line touches the circle at one point, right? And when you tarik from the center circle to the tangent point, it will always be 90 degree. Okay, so this line we call it tangent, and this point we call it tangent point, right? The point that the tangent line touches the circle, that is the tangent point. And when you tarik from the center of circle to the tangent point, it will always be 90. Okay, doesn't matter where is the tangent point. When you tarik, they must be 90. So if you look at this diagram, you cannot tell me, oh sir, this is 90. Cannot. I told you already, it has to be tarik from center. So if I tarik from center, then yeah, it will be 90. But they never tarik any line from center. So let's not do that. Okay, next thing you want to know, you need to know about tangent is if I give you a tangent line like this, and let's say this point, the tangent point, I tarik another two lines to the side of the circle like this. But it has to be reach the side of the circle, and then you join a line like this, then it will form a triangle, right? Then you need to know this angle and this angle same, this angle and this angle same. Okay, so it's like this, right? But only if the two lines tarik from tangent point have to sampai the side of the circle, and it forms a triangle like this, then baru boleh, right? And the reason I tell you this is because if you look at this diagram, you actually have it. So you can see this is the tangent point because they say KLM is tangent to circle PLQ at L. It means this is the tangent point, right? The tangent point is point L. And walaupun dia tak ada tarik from center to tangent point, sebab kalau dia ada tarik, mesti saya tulis 90 degree. Tapi dia tak tarik. Tapi you can see that this tangent point tarik two lines, and these two lines sampai the side of circle, and they form a triangle like this. That means this angle and this angle same, this angle and this angle same. And we already know this is 66 because this is 66, so it will be same, right? And then this two angle will be same also, but I don't know that, but it's okay because look at this symbol. Why they put two lines like this? When they put two lines like this means this is an isosceles triangle. Dalam bahasa Melayu, segi tiga kaki sama, right? And what's so special about segi tiga kaki sama? These two angles sama. Yeah, these two angles will be same, right? And they already give me 66 up here. So how to get this angle? You can take 180 minus 66, equal first, and then answer divide 2. Okay, so you get 57. All right, you understand, right? Why can divide two? Because these two will be same size. The two angle here same size. That's why when you take 180 total minus 66 divide two, you will get this angle. So this is 57, and the blue color also 57, and here also 57. And because blue and blue same, okay, now we can find x. So the x is just, look at this triangle. So total the total angle inside triangle is 180 ma. So 180 minus 48 minus 57 will give you the answer. So let's press calculator. Okay, my calculator give me 75. So the answer is C lah, for 13. Okay, all right, that's all. Okay, let's do number 14. Given 1 millimeter is equals to 10 power negative 3 meters, right? Okay, what's the meaning of 10 power negative 3? You can press calculator. If you press 10 power negative 3, your calculator will give you what? Let me press 10 power negative 3. Okay, your calculator will give you 1 over 1000, right? And what is the meaning is, it means 1 millimeter is equals to 0.001 meters, right? Which is correct, because if you want to convert meter to cm, you have to times 100, right? And then if you want to convert cm to mm, you times 10. So you end up with 1 millimeter. So this is correct. Okay, this is correct. Okay, so this is correct. And then they say 1 micrometer. So 1 micrometer is equals to 10 power negative 6, which is 0. Okay, how many zeros? Okay, 10 power negative 6. Nothing here. It means 1 times 10 power negative 6. It means you have to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it'll be 0.000001. Okay, yeah, this is how many zeros, meters, right? Same with this also, you can do the same, right? 10 power negative 3 means 1 times 10 power negative 3. It means like 1, 2, move the decimal 1, 2, 3. That's why it's 0.001. Okay, now they say calculate value of 1 millimeter in units of micrometer. Okay, so millimeter, how to convert to micrometer? I think first you have to convert to meter first, because I know 1 millimeter is this, right? 0.001 meter. And to convert to micrometer, you apply this lah. But you have to because let me think. 1 micrometer is 0.0000001 meter. So what if I ask you 0.001 meter equivalent to how much here? So you will try and see here to here bahagi berapa first. So let's press 0.001 divide this one, divide this, because I want to know how to get from here to here so that I can do the same here. So I will tekan 0.001 divide the one yang atas here, 0.000001. Okay, my calculator give me 1000. It means if I want to go from here to here, I have to multiply times 1000, right? So what is 1 micrometer? Here also times 1000. It means that it will be 1000 micrometer here, right? But is this the answer? Calculate value of 1 millimeter in units of micrometer. So yeah lah, this is the answer. Because 1 millimeter is equivalent to 0.01, right? 0.001. And if I convert this to micrometer, I get 1000 micrometer. So that means your answer is 1000. But if you look at A, B, C, D, they are all in standard form, right? But I'll tell you that the answer is A. Okay, because 1000 micrometer means 1 times 10 power 3. Okay, because times 10 power 3 means you are moving the decimal ke kanan 3 kali. So A is the answer. B is wrong because this one is like you have to move move to the left. So it'll be like 0.001. So this is wrong. This one is wrong also because you end up with 100, this one. And then this one also wrong because you end up with 0.01. So 14 is A. Okay, so hope you understand. Okay, let's do number 15. Diagram 4 shows two straight line MN and MP. Okay, I can see it. Lies on a Cartesian plane. O is the origin. Okay, the distance 13. But distance of an x-intercept of straight line MN are 13 and negative 5. So MN, the x-intercept negative 5. So this one is the x-intercept, right? So write down negative 5. And then the distance is 13. So I'll just write 13 units here. Okay, and then what else? Find gradient of NP. Okay, before finding gradient of NP, I need to find the point N first. Because to find gradient, I need two coordinates, right? So the ABCD is like given like this. Okay. Okay, I know the NP gradient must be negative. Confirm. Because if the line is going down like this, confirm negative one. So I know it's not B, it's not D. So it's either A or C. But to find the exact value, I need this point. Oops, sorry. Okay, to find the exact value, I need this point, point N, right? So what is the X coordinate of point N? It will be 0, right? It's just that the Y coordinate we don't know because point N is actually the Y intercept, right? If you look carefully, it's on the Y axis. So that's why the coordinate will be 0, 0, Y. And for this, the coordinate is negative 5, 0. So they say the distance is 13, right? So we can use the distance formula. Okay, what is the distance formula? You learn this in lower form, huh? Square root bracket square plus bracket square. Here is x1 minus x2. This one is y1 minus y2. And since we already know the distance is 13, and the 13 is distance for what? Distance of mn, right? So I will just do the distance formula and then equals 13. But the formula here, you have to put x minus x square plus y minus y square. And the x minus x will be the x coordinate, negative 5 minus 0, ataupun 0 minus negative 5. Okay, okay, let's do 0 minus negative 5, which is 0 plus 5. And then y minus 0, which is just y minus 0 is y lah, right? Okay, 0 plus 5 is 5, 5 square is 25. Y minus 0 is y square is y square. And then equals to 13. And then the square root, you can bring it to the other side. And when you bring, you pindah sana, dia jadi square. So it becomes y square equals to 13 square, which is 169. 25 move there, become minus. So let's press 169 minus 25. My calculator give me 144. And when you square root 144, got two answers, 12 and negative 12. So remember, when you square root, ada dua jawapan. Satu positif, satu negative. So, but this y will definitely be positive 12 lah. Because how can this be negative? Dia atas kosong bro. Dia mesti positive, right? So it doesn't make sense if you write negative 12 here. So definitely this is 12, right? But that's not the answer yet. They want to find gradient. So the gradient of NP, now we use the gradient formula. What's the gradient formula? Y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So now you can find, because now you have two coordinates for N and P. So the formula is y minus y over x minus x. So y minus y, 12 minus 6, x minus x, 0 minus 3. Answer 6 over negative 3, which is negative 2. So 15, the answer is negative 2. Okay, so C is your answer, right? Okay, let's continue. 16. Diagram 5 is a pictograph which shows the sales of Musang King durians on May at Park Mat's stall. The sales on June, July are not shown. So one durian represents 40. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 40 gives you 320 durian. So dalam bulan Mei, dia sudah jual 320 durian dalam bulan Mei. From June and July, they never give. But let's see what they say here. The sales of Musang King durian on May, June, July are in the ratio 4, 5, 3. So May, the ratio is 4, June ratio 5, this one is 3, right? And then they say find the total of Musang King durian sold for 3 months. Okay, if you plus everything, you will know how many portion in total. So for May is 4 portion, June is 5 portion, July is 3 portion. But what is 4 plus 5? 9, 9 plus 3, 12. So it means the total portion is 12. That means 4 over 12 is equivalent to 360 durians, right? And what they're asking you is the total Musang King durian sold for 3 months. Means they're asking you what is 12 over 12 equivalent to how many durians, right? So it's very simple. From 4 over 12 nak jadi 12 over 12, you kena darab 3 kan? Yeah, because when you take 4 over 12 times 3, you get here. So here also darab 3. So 360 times 3, you press calculator, straight away get your answer. Okay, so you press now, 360 times 3, 1080. So the answer is 1080, but there's no answer here. Okay, did I do anything wrong? 4 plus 5, 8, 12, right? Okay, 40 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 40 is... Oh, okay, I know where I did wrong already. This one is 320. Careless mistake, sorry. 320. So again, 4 over 12, how to become 12 over 12? Times 3. So this one also times 3. So 320 times 3, it will give you 960. So the answer is D. So ada jawapan. Okay. I hope you understand how I did it. Of course, there is like the slow method also. The slow method is like you cari here, and then tambah semua lah. Okay, but it's too slow already. Let's just do it fast, right? So the when it's 4 portion is equivalent to 320, right? And since they want the total for 3 months, it means they're asking for 12 portion lah. So 4 nak jadi 12, darab 3. So sini pun darab 3. So straight away get 960. Okay, so it's faster to do it like this. Okay, so hope you understand. Okay, let's continue number 17. Okay, Hasnul bought a car worth 120,000. He pays 20% down payment. So the remaining 80%, you have to pinjam bank lah, right? Because 20% pay on the spot already, right? So let's calculate the amount that he already pay on the spot, which is 20%. So you will tekan 20 divide 100 times 120,000. So the down payment is 24K. So the down payment 24K, right? But the remaining 80% is payable in installment. The flat interest rate is 3.8% and the repayment period is 7 years. Calculate the total amount paid by Hasno. Okay, so the total amount paid by Hasno will be P plus PRT. Okay, P plus PRT. So what's the meaning of P plus PRT? PRT will be the interest formula. Okay, the interest charged by the bank. Because when you pinjam dengan bank, they will charge you extra. You're gonna like when you pulang balik kepada when you pulangkan balik your pinjaman bank, you have to pulangkan more than the amount you pinjam because other interest. And the P will be the amount that you originally pinjam lah. So berapa yang you pinjam? Bukan 24,000 itu bukan you pinjam. Yang you pinjam is the 80%. So let's press 0.8 times 120,000. So you get 96K. So 96K is the amount yang you pinjam ataupun the P, right? Okay, if you don't want to tekan 80% times 120,000, you can also tekan 120,000 minus 24,000. Can also, you will get this also. Okay. Alright, so now I have to masuk dalam formula ni. 96,000 plus with 96,000 times with rate of interest times with the time. So the rate is 3.8%, so per 100. Time is 7 years, right? So when you press all this, it will gives you the interest. So let's tekan times 0.038 times 7. Okay, my calculator give me 25536, but this is not the one that you have to bayar balik. This one is just the interest only. You still have to bayar balik the 96K original pinjam. Because originally you pinjam this from bank mah. But when you pulangkan, they charge you interest. So you tambah dengan ni lah. So let's press what they give you. Alright, my calculator give me 121,536. Okay, 121,536. So this is the amount that you have to pulang balik kepada bank, right? But this question, they never ask you to find the loan repayment. Loan repayment means like berapa yang you kena pulang kepada bank, right? But instead they ask for what? Total amount paid by Hasnul. So I think I have to plus with the 20% down payment because that is also the amount that you paid, right? Not to the bank lah, but the car seller on the spot because it's down payment, right? Down payment means like you pay on the spot, right? But it's also considered amount that you paid. So you have to plus with 24,000, then only you get your answer, right? So we have to read the question carefully and see whether they want the loan repayment. It means the pinjaman jumlah yang you kena pulang kepada bank ataupun jumlah total yang dia bayar. So let's press answer plus 24K. Okay, my calculator give me 145536. So ada jawapan tak? Ada. Jawapan dia C. Right? So that's the answer. 145536. Okay, number 18. Diagram 6 shows a right angle triangle PQR. Okay, I see it. Got 90 degree. PRS is a straight line. Okay, I see it. Tangent theta negative 3 over 4. Okay, I told my students many times already. For this type of question, check whether your angle is in first quadrant or not first. If it's not at the first quadrant, you find the reference angle. So you can clearly see that this angle is not in the first quadrant. You don't need the question to tell you it's not first quadrant. You can use your eyes. So why I know this is not first quadrant? Because first quadrant means your angle less than 90, and you can clearly see this is more than 90 because 90 is like this, right? But this one is like over here already. So that means this angle is not it's not less than 90, it's more than 90. Okay, it's more than 90 but smaller than 180, so it's quadrant 2. And how can you convert? How can you find reference angle? Okay, if it's quadrant 2, you have to take 180 minus. If quadrant 3, you have to minus 180. If quadrant 4, you want to find the reference angle 360 minus, right? So this is quadrant 2. I will convert the to reference angle by using 180 minus. And what is 180 minus theta? It will be here. And this angle, I will call it alpha, right? And what is this alpha? This alpha is the reference angle for the theta. It means sine theta and sine alpha will give you the same answer. Cos theta and cos alpha will give you the same answer. Tangent theta and tangent alpha will give you the same answer. It's just that they will give you different, the plus minus is not same. Only the sign not same. But they will give you the same value, same answer. Same answer, just different sign lah. The plus minus not same. Okay? Because they are different quadrant. So you have to consider add sugar to coffee and see which quadrant positive, right? So I repeat, Sine theta and sine alpha will give you same answer. Cos theta, cos alpha same answer. Tangent theta, tangent theta, tangent alpha same answer. Just maybe the sign saja yang tak sama. Tanda je yang tak sama. Itu positive, negative, right? Okay, so sekarang kita sudah cari reference angle. Now we can label this information inside. I told you tangent theta and tangent alpha will give you the same answer, right? But for tangent alpha, there will not be negative because alpha is a first quadrant. The reason they put negative here is because this is a second quadrant angle. In second quadrant, tangent should be negative. So the negative, you don't put it at the panjang later because panjang tak ada negative. So the negative only indicates quadrant, right? So now we are just looking at the 3 and the 4. So the formula for tangent, so remember saw, ka, and then toa, right? So the formula for tangent is opposite over adjacent. So opposite is 3, adjacent is 4. But make sure you bulatkan. Alright, so this is your angle. Depan angle kita panggil opposite. Depan 90 kita panggil hypotenuse. And then the remaining we call it adjacent. So O is 3. So go to O, padam and write 3. But make sure you bulatkan because this 3 is just the ratio. It's not the actual length. Dia bukan panjang sebenar. Dia bukan cm, dia hanya ratio. So adjacent dia 4. So make sure you right? A4 tapi kena bulat sebab dia ratio. Okay. Okay, what about hypotenuse? Hypotenuse dia tak bagi, tak tahu, tapi tak apa. Sebab saya boleh cari panjang QR sekarang and then guna Pythagoras theorem untuk cari PR. So kalau you tengok sini, the ratio is 3, right? But the actual length they got right here is 6 cm, right? So can you tell me how to 3 macam mana nak jadi 6 times 2, right? That means this is ratio 4, you times 2, you will get 8. It means that the panjang QR is 8. Maksudnya ratio nak convert jadi cm, you darab 2. So sini darab 2, sini ratio convert jadi cm pun darab 2. So this is 6 cm, this is 8 cm. Now you can find PR by using Pythagoras theorem. Sebab this is a right angle triangle and when you have two sides and you want to find the remaining one, you can use Pythagoras theorem. The formula will be square root bracket square. Sini masuk 8, sini masuk 6. And then tengah-tengah, you have to write plus or minus. Plus, because you are finding the longer side. When you are finding the longer side, you are finding the hypotenuse, you always will plus, right? If you're not finding the longer side, then you minus lah. Okay, so what is 8 square plus 6 square? 100. And square root 100 is 10. So the answer is C. Alright? So 18, C. Okay, let's continue to number 19. Okay, number 19. Let's read the question first. In diagram 7, PQR and PST are tangent to the circle at QUS. So PQR is down here. PST is down here, right? And then tangent to the circle at QUS. Okay, let me think. QUS. Okay. So this is circle. Find the value of X. And then X duduk sini kan. Okay, so they never give you the center. Alright, they never give you center. But I know that this is the tangent point. Because if this is tangent means they touches at one point, so tangent point. That means this is X, this is also X. Yeah, dia mesti sama one. Because kalau dia ada triangle, okay, kalau okay, let me draw again. So kalau dia ada tangent point, let's say this is tangent line and dia touches at this point we call it tangent point. Kalau tarik dua line to the side of circle, and if I join a triangle like this angle sama, this angle and this angle sama. So if this is X, this must be X, right? Tapi masalahnya macam mana nak cari X? Let me think. Can I assume these two same length? Can I assume? Let me think. 260, right? 263. Because if these two is same, then I can find my X very easily already, right? PQR PST adalah tangent kepada bulatan QUS. Yeah lah, it should be same length lah. Yeah, it should be same length actually. Yeah, it should be same length. The reason why is because yeah. Because if I give you two tangent like this, right? And let's say this is the tangent point. Okay, and let's say this is the center. If you tarik like this, it will be 90 degree, right? And these two lines will be same length, definitely, right? And one more thing, if you tarik a line and potong this in half, you will get two right angle triangle with the same size. Same size, okay? But it's like they are terbalik lah. One is upside down, but these two is same size. It means that if this is X, this is X also. And this is Y also, right? And you need to know that the angle here and the angle here plus together will give you 180, the whole thing, okay? But for this question, we don't have to label all these X, Y, Y because they never give us center. But we can use these two same length, right? Yeah, because two tangent must be same. So you can find your x actually. Because this is a triangle, you just take 180 minus 54 and then equal and then answer divide 2. Okay. Okay, my calculator give me 63. Okay. So that means this is 63. X is also 63 because this is isosceles. Okay. So jawapan dia B boy. Okay, let's continue with number 20. Diagram 8 shows the set QRS. Which of the following represents the shaded area? Okay, where's the shaded area? Maybe it's here lah. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's here. Okay. Okay, so let's assume it's here. Okay, how to know which one is give you this? Okay, first of all, I will use this method. Okay, I will write down, I will label here 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'll start doing A, B, C, D and see which one give me 4. Okay. Yang mana yang bagi saya 4 sebagai jawapan, itulah saya punya final answer, right? Okay, let's do this one first. S intersect R and then bracket complement union S. Okay, I can do S intersects R very fast because S is 4, right? S is 4. And then R is like 2 and 3. Okay, 2, 3, 8, 4, sorry. Because R is like the whole thing, so 2, 3, 4. Okay, 2, 3, 4. So the intersection of S intersect R will be 4 only lah. But they say bracket complement. That means everything except 4. Oh, sorry. Everything except 4. So everything except 4 will be 1, 2, 3. That means this is the answer for S intersect R complement. But you have to union with S. S is 4, right? And when you union, it means you ambil semua. So the A answer is actually 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you were to shade the region for A, you will shade 1, 2, 3, 4, right? But that's not the answer. Yeah, that's not the answer. That is not the answer. So the answer is only 1, 4 only. So let's do B now. Okay, so B they say Q union R. So let's do it here. Q union R and then bracket intersect S. Okay, Q union R, the answer would be 1 because Q is 1 and 2. R is like 2, 3, 4. So if you do the union, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 lah, like everything. But I haven't finished yet. You have to intersect S. S is 4, right? And guess what? The intersection here means you ambil yang sama, kawasan yang sama. So the overlap region here is 4. That means if you were to shade the B region, you will only shade the 4. So the B is your answer lah. Because it match with the shaded region in the soalan. So number 20 is B boy. And the C and D you don't have to try already because you already know the answer is B. Okay? Alright. Okay, let's continue with 21. Diagram 9 shows a straight line ABC drawn on the Cartesian plane. Okay, I can see it. And then they say find the coordinates of point C. Okay, we already know the point C x coordinate is 6. So what is this B about? Like, cannot lah. B confirm wrong already. Because they already give us already the x coordinate is 6. Right? So we just have to find the y coordinate. Right? But how can we do that? Very easy. The y coordinate we don't know. Let's just call it y. Right? But we do know it's higher than 6. Right? It's higher than 6. So that's why all the y coordinate here is higher than 6, right? But we need to know the exact value, right? So how can we do that? Okay, very simple. You find the gradient of AB first. It means you use gradient to find, right? Because if you look carefully here, point A is actually negative 2, 0. Okay, because A is the x-intercept. That is why the y coordinate will be 0. And point B, the x will be 0 because this is the y-intercept, right? And you can find the gradient by using the formula y minus y, 0 minus 6 over negative 2 minus 0. And now you get your gradient negative 6 over negative 2, which is 3, right? And you can use the gradient formula again because this is these three lines is like segaris. Segaris dalam English is called collinear. They are collinear. Collinear means imagine if you potong this line, the BC line, and you letak sini. You letak sebelah dia. Imagine you potong BC garisan ni, you letak sebelah. Mesti dua-dua garisan ni dia mesti parallel kan? Mesti dia selari. Confirm it will be parallel one because they are from the same line. So definitely they are parallel means they have the same gradient. It means that this line gradient also will be 3 one. So if this line is gradient 3, that means y minus 6 over 6 minus 0 will give you 3 also. Right? So now you become y minus 6 equal 3 times 6, 18. 18 plus 6, 24. So the answer is C because your point is 6, 24. Right? So that's how I would do it. Okay? So hope you understand. Okay, let's do 22. Table 2 shows the size of school shirt worn by a student from 5 Amana in a secondary school. Calculate the median of shirt size. Median means you are trying to find the middle number. Okay, this is the frequency. Number of student is the frequency. And then shirt size, this is the data. So I'll call it X. So what this means is 38, 38, 38, 5 times. 38, 38. And then continue. 39, 39, 39, 4 times. But takkanlah you nak buat macam tu, right? There's so many numbers, right? It's very slow. Okay, but if you do like that, can also. You write until the end lah. After you write until the end, and then you try to find the middle number. Okay, but I will not do that because it's too slow already. So let me teach you a fast way. So to find the median, you will use this formula, n plus 1 divide 2. But this formula will, when you use this formula, it will not give you the median directly. It will give you the position of the median. It will tell you the kedudukan. Dia akan, kalau you guna formula ni, dia bagi tahu you kedudukan median. Dia takkan bagi tahu median, dia bagi kedudukan median. Right? So what do I mean by that? So let's write down the kedudukan first. So we all know from the first number until the fifth number, dia mesti 38. Right? Because the first 5 numbers is 38, 38, 38, 38, 38. Right? Starting from the sixth number until the ninth number, it will be 39. Right? Six number, seven number, eight number, nine number, ini semua adalah 39. Because 5 plus 4 give you 9. Right? And then starting from 10 number until which number is 40? 12. Okay? How I do that? Just take 9 plus 3. Okay? Just take 9 plus 3. Okay? Okay, starting from 13th number, nombor ke-13 sampai nombor ke berapa is 41. Sampai nombor, okay, 12 plus 8, 20. Maksudnya nombor ke-13 sampai nombor ke-20, semua nilai-nilai dekat kedudukan 13 sampai 20, semua nilai dia 41. Itu maksud dia. And then, starting from the 21st number, okay, until 20 plus 9 gives you 29. And 21 until 29, semua nilai dia 42. So we all know now there's 29 numbers, right? And now we can use this formula to tentukan where is the position, the kedudukan of the median. So masukkan n sebab n ada 29 data, 29 nilai. Tambah 1 bahagi 2, you give you 15, right? But I told you already, this 15 is not the median. This is the kedudukan. It means that your 15th number is the median. Nilai ke-15 itulah you punya middle. Okay, nilai yang middle. So what is the 15 number? 41. So the answer is B, boy. Because why 41? Because from 13 number to 20th number, all the value is 41. So the 15 number is 41 lah. So 22, the answer is B, boy. Okay, so I hope you understand. Okay, let's continue with 23 now. Diagram 10 shows a plan. Plan means top view. Top view means like you pandangan atas, pandangan dari atas. So pandangan dari atas, for the combination of an upright prism and a cylinder on top of it. Wait, combination of an upright prism. Okay, so maybe something like this. And on top, and a cylinder on top of the prism. Okay, so I think that's why you see the circle here lah, because this is the top view of the cylinder. And I think the rest is just the top view of the prism. Okay. Okay, Tapa, let's see what else. Which of the following side elevation drawing is most suitable for the combination of solids? So I think this one is, let me think. So I think it has to be like this lah, a cylinder on top, right? But then there's another prism down here, right? But the prism shape is like not the same size. Like the base is like panjang sikit. Maybe something like this. Yeah, maybe something like this. Okay. Tapi permukaan sini lebih kecil compared to this, right? Yeah, that's why you can see it like satu lagi, because when you tengok dari atas, it's like this. So they're asking you which of the following is the side elevation, right? So if you tengok dari side, of course you will see one satu rectangle, because that's the side view of cylinder. And then another rectangle you will see is something like this. But this one is shorter, this one is longer. And then maybe something like this. Something like this. Okay, let's go A, B, C, D and C. Okay, I think I saw it already. Yeah, D is the answer. Okay. Yeah. So D is the one that matched with my drawing, right? Okay, sudah siap. Okay, let's do 24. Diagram 11 shows several pieces of number cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 cards. 2 cards are randomly selected without return. Without return means kalau saya sudah ambil, saya tak letak balik. So the second time I choose, it will left with 5 cards only, because I never return it back to the box. Okay, state the probability that both cards are chosen are not prime numbers, right? Okay, probability that both cards chosen are not prime. So first I will find the probability of choosing not prime number. So okay, let's determine which one is prime number first. 11, 41 and 13, right? So these are prime numbers, 11, 13 and 41. What is prime number by the way? Prime number is number yang ada dua factor. Numbers that have two factors. Okay. So nombor yang boleh bahagi dia sendiri dengan bahagi satu. Okay. So like 11, 13 and 41 lah. And remember 1 is not prime number because 1 only have one factor, which is 1. So remember prime number need to have two factor. So the smallest prime number is 2. Okay, the world's smallest prime number is 2. Okay, okay, but anyways, let's come back here, please. So they want you to find probability that both cards are not prime number. So we all know that 11, 13, 41 is prime. So what is the probability of choosing not prime? It will be 1, 2, 3 over 6. Okay, okay. So the probability of choosing not prime number in my first selection is 3 over 6. But for my second selection, it will be over 5 because I already choose one out and I never return it. Okay. But when you choose the second time, you will left with 2 over 5. The reason is because when you choose for the second, you are also looking for not prime number. But the first selection, you already take out one prime and you never return it. So that's why you left with 2 over 5. And if you tekan this, you will get the answer. The answer is 3 times 2, 6 over 30, potong potong 1 over 5. So the answer is A. Right? Okay, that's all. Let's continue. Okay, 25. Which point satisfy this inequality? Okay, satisfy means it's inside the shaded region, right? Because if for inequality, there will be a shaded region, right? Dia ada kawasan lorek kalau dia ada simbol inequality, right? So they are asking you which of this point duduk dalam kawasan berlorek, right? So you can do it by using graph paper. You draw this line and then you find all these point and see which of this point duduk dalam kawasan lorek lah. Okay, and if it's smaller, you have to lorek bawah garisan and you can kena tengok which of these points is like bawah garisan tu. Okay, but we don't have time to do all those things, right? We don't have time. It's very slow. So let's do a fast method. Macam mana cara cepat? Cara cepat is you just do negative 3x plus 3y. And then for the 12, you write it on the other side. And then the smaller, just ignore it. And then you try to masukkan 7, 18 dalam xy. You just ganti je. And then you see whether what happens to the left hand side and the right hand side. So tekan semua ni, negative 21 plus 18 times 3. So my calculator give me 33, right? And then the other side is 12, right? And then you try to think about 33, 12. So 33, 12. 33 is bigger than 12, right? It's not smaller than 12, it's bigger than 12. That means this point will satisfy negative 3x plus 3y bigger than 12. And why is it like that? Because when you substitute inside, when you ganti dalam, you end up with the left-hand side being greater. You end up with the left side bigger than the right side. That's why you end up with 33 bigger than 12. That's why that means it will satisfy negative 3x plus 3y bigger than 12. So A is not the answer because they want the left side to be less smaller, right? Then I continue. I repeat the same step, but this time with B lah. So now B is negative 7 for my x. Y is 18. So press calculator. 21 plus 3 times 18. Okay, I end up with 75. 75, huh? And 75 and 12. 75 is bigger than 12 or smaller than 12? Bigger also. So when you sub this point inside, you end up the left side bigger than right side. So that means it doesn't satisfy this thing because this one is like it has to be the left side has to be smaller. So this is wrong. And then yeah, do again. Do again. And do again. For try it with C again. So negative 2 for X, 2 for Y. So Ganti, you will get 6 plus 6, which is 12. Okay, if you compare 12 and 12, 12 and 12 is bigger or smaller? Actually, they are not bigger, they are not smaller, it's equal. That means this negative 2, 2, it will satisfy negative 3x plus 3y equals 12. Okay, not bigger, not smaller, it will satisfy equal. Why equal? Because when you substitute inside, you end up getting the left side and the right side exactly same value. That means it satisfy this. And what do I mean by satisfy this? It means this point will be exactly on the line. Will be exactly on the line. It will not be above the line or below the line. It will be exactly on the line. Okay, dia akan duduk tepat-tepat dekat garisan tu. Dia bukan duduk atas kawasan atas atau kawasan bawah. Dia tak ada kawasan atas, kawasan bawah. Dia duduk tepat-tepat kat garisan. So I think the only answer left here is D. So I think that's the answer. But I will explain it for you also. So yeah. Alright. So I will explain it also. So -1 for the x, y is -2, and if you press calculator, what you get here? So this one is +3. 3 minus 6, -3. So you can see -3 is smaller than 12. That means when you ganti dalam masuk, you end up getting the left side smaller than the right side. It means it satisfies this lah. -3x plus 3y smaller than 12 because the left side is smaller than right side after you ganti. So D is the answer. Maksudnya point ni bila you letak plot dalam graph paper, dia akan duduk bawah garisan ni. Okay? Which is dalam which is like is in the kawasan blurred lah sebab smaller mah, right? So maksudnya this point dia ada satisfy, dia duduk dalam kawasan bawah garisan ni, right? Okay, so hope you understand. Okay, 26. Which of the following is not a characteristic of simple graph? Simple graph means no multiple edges, no loops. Okay, but they say not a characteristic. So which one is characteristic? Number of edges is equal to twice the number of degree. Number of edges. Wait, is this correct? No, right? It should be the other way. It should be like the number of degree is twice the number of edges. So this is wrong already, right? No loops, yes. Yeah, no loops. Simple graph cannot have loops. No multiple edges, yeah, this is also characteristic of simple graph. Weighted graph, tak semesti. Tak semesti, right? Tak semesti. It can be weighted, it can be not weighted, right? So what they ask now, yang mana bukan ciri bagi graph mudah? Bukan ciri. Which of the following is not a characteristic? Actually, A is not a characteristic. B is also not a characteristic. So we have two answers here, right? But if you ask me, I will bullet A. You know why? Because A is like definitely wrong one. Because the it should be the other way. It should be number of degree should be twice the number of edges, right? Okay, D is direct weighted graph, but I want you to know simple graph, it can be weighted, it can be unweighted. Okay, but the method with cara untuk kita tengok dia simple or not, bukan tengok dia weighted ke unweighted. Kita tengok loops dengan multiple edges. Kalau dia tak ada loop, tak ada multiple edges, maksudnya simple. Tapi kalau dia ada loops, ada multiple edges, maksudnya not simple. Okay, kita bukan tengok weighted or unweighted, right? But I want you to know, simple graph, dia boleh jadi weighted, dia boleh juga jadi unweighted. It can be weighted and simple at the same time, but it can also be unweighted at the same time, right? So this is not a good characteristic for simple graph also, right? But why I bullet A is because A is like blatantly wrong already. Because A is like they say number of edges is twice the number of degree, right? Okay, but to be honest, I think there's two answers here lah. Yeah, to be honest, I think D is also not a characteristic of simple graph. Okay, but I think yeah, to be honest, I think this question have two answers. Okay, so I think I'll just leave it like this lah. Okay, all right. Okay, let's continue. Okay, 27. Which graph represents fx equals -x squared minus 2x? Okay, for this type of question, you did take out the ABC, right? Because when they give you ax squared plus bx plus c, all the ABC will tell you something, right? So the A will determine the shape of the curve and the width, okay? And then B will determine the position of axis of symmetry. And then C will determine the y-intercept, the position of y-intercept, right? So if you look at the ABC, you can see, you can, how to say, you can know the answer. So A is -1, B is -2, C is 0, right? So A -1 means the shape will be like this, okay? Because the A is negative, okay? So it's like a sad face, So A confirm wrong already, B also wrong already. So it's either C or D, right? Okay, now you look at the C. The value of C will tell you the y-intercept 0. But if you look at C and D, they both have the y-intercept 0, 0, right? So I think I have to look at the B, right? And for the B, you can hafal. So the B is like this. If your A is positive, B bigger 0, B equals 0, B smaller 0. And if your A is negative, it can be B positive, B 0, B smaller 0. So this one, I'll teach you how to hafal the position of axis of symmetry. Okay, so if A positive, it should look like this. Dia ada 6 case yang you kena hafal, right? And if you can remember these 6 cases, you can do this type of question so easily, okay? All right, for when B positive, okay, this one is for when it's a happy face. So when it's happy face like this, and your B is positive, your axis of symmetry will be here, and your y-axis will be here. Yeah, it will be here, right? And what if it's B negative? Your axis of symmetry will be here, but your y-axis will be here. Because I told you already, right? B determines position of axis of symmetry, right? You see, this one, the axis of symmetry will be on this side, the one is on the other side. Okay. Okay, what about this one? If it's like set face like this. If set face is a bit different, then the y-axis will be here, right? On this side. Okay, and then if B negative, then it's on the other side. Okay. But what about B equals 0? Okay, B equals 0 is easy because the axis of symmetry will be the y-axis. It means your axis of symmetry and y-axis is the same line. Same with if it's like set face, your axis of symmetry and your y-axis will be the same line. Itu kalau B0. Okay. Alright, I want to teach you how to hafal. I want to teach you how to remember this, right? Okay, this one and this one very easy lah. This one no need to teach, right? But a lot of students confuse this four, right? So how can we hafal this? Okay, you can look at the symbol. If they say bigger than 0 means, it means after the C it will move up. If it's the B is smaller than 0, negative, it means after the C it will go down. So what do I mean by that? Okay, if you look at this curve, where's the y-axis? This is the y-axis, right? That means this is the y-intercept, and I will call this C, right? And what about this? The y-intercept C here, right? What about here? Where's the y-intercept? It's here, right? And then what about for this? The C is here, right? So macam mana nak hafal? So if the B positive, bigger than 0 means positive, it means after the C, you have to move up. Can you see it moving up, right? But if you put it on the other side, then it's not moving up anymore after the C, because after the C is moving down. Can you see it? You see the line is go down a bit, then only dia balik kepada atas. So you can hafal using this method. Same for this. B bigger than 0. You see, after the C, the graph will move up. Okay, it move up for a while, then only it go back down. But imagine if you put it on the other side, then it's not moving up after the C anymore, it's moving down. Okay, so you boleh hafal guna cara ni. Macam mana nak hafal? Kalau B positive, move up. After the C move up. Kalau B negative, after the C move down. Right? So now let's look at this. The B is positive or negative? It's negative 2. So after the C should move down. So look at, I know A and B wrong already. So let's look at C and D. Which one after C move down? So if you look at this, after C move up. After C move down. So the answer is D. Okay, that's the answer. Okay. Okay, I know some smart students, they will say like, oh, sir, find the x-intercept. It means they will say something like, oh, sir, ganti y equals 0, negative x squared minus 2x equals 0, and then x squared plus 2x equals 0, and then press calculator, get the two answer, and then see which one give you, and then they will give you 0, negative 2, and then bullet D. Okay, can also. You want to do like that, can also. Okay, you can do like that also. Okay, but if you can memorize these 6 cases, if you can memorize these 6 cases, you can get the answer so much faster. Okay, you don't need to do the calculator, find the x-intercept. No, you don't need to do that if you got hafal this, right? Okay, so I hope you understand. Let's continue. Okay, continue with 28. Let's go. Let's read the question. Which of the following is not true for the difference between short-term and long-term financial goal? Okay, short-term goals does not involve a large amount. Long-term involve a large amount, right? Next one, short-term example, purchase laptop, mobile phone, sofa, and so on. So they are saying this is short-term. Okay, long-term, children's education, retirement, and so on. Okay, I think this is true. Yeah, the A is also true, the B is also true. Okay, okay, let's read C and D. Short-term goal, no need to make a loan. Long-term goal, need to make a loan. Loan means like kena pinjam daripada bank lah. Okay, okay, tak apa, let's read D first. Short-term goal duration less than 1 year, and then long-term goal duration of more than 5 years. Okay, this is correct. Yeah, the D one is correct. Okay, so the answer here yang paling make sense here is C, because they ask which one not true, right? So it's like not necessary lah, not necessary like short term mesti no need to make a loan one. Sometimes you want to make loan for short term goal also can, right? Like let's say like you want to buy television, right? Television like, or maybe yeah, you want to buy television worth like 5,000 ringgit. So you can make a loan also if you want, right? So it's not necessary that the short term cannot make pinjaman bank. Okay, so yeah, I will say C is the answer. Okay, that's all. Okay, 29 is a variation question. Let's read. Table 3 showing the variable PQR that satisfy this thing. Calculate the value of X. Okay, when we are doing variation, step 1 is to get the variation. Okay, and there will be this symbol. All right, this is the symbol for relationship. Step number 2 is convert this whole thing becomes equation. And when you convert this symbol, jadi equal dah. But you have to add a constant, and usually we use K. Step 3 is to find the K. Find the K, right? And step 4 is rewrite. Okay. Okay, there is some question that has step 5. Step 5 is when after you rewrite, they ask you to find something else, right? Okay, but this question, but I already know this question, they want you to do until step 5. Because but you need to know that even if they ask until step 5, you need to do this first 4 step first. Because without this, you can't do the step 5. All right, so let's get our step 1 variation. They already give it to us. So I'm just gonna write P varies directly as Q and inversely as R square. Okay. Okay. Step 2 is convert to equation. So this symbol you can tukar jadi equal, but you have to add a constant K. But the K I will straight away tulis atas macam ni. Because when you put a K like this, it means times. And when it times, you darab atas. Okay, you darab atas. So straight away I write atas. And now step 3 is find K. But in order to find K, you need a complete information. What is full information? You need full information. What is full information? Means you need P, you need Q, and you need R. Tiga-tiga kena ada. Satu tak ada pun tak boleh. Sebab kalau you tak ada salah satu, macam mana you mau cari K? Right? So you kena tiga-tiga ada. So can you tell me dalam soalan ni ada bagi tak tiga-tiga PQR? Ada. Yang mana? Yang atas ni atau yang bawah ni? Yang atas kan? Yang bawah tak boleh. Sebab yang bawah dia tak ada bagi Q. Q dia tulis X ini. So tak boleh. So if you ganti Q dalam if you ganti yang ini dalam sini, you cannot find your K. So you should ganti the complete full information. Alright, PQR tiga-tiga kena ada. So P letak 1/4, Q letak 6, R letak 8. Okay, now you can find 1/4 equals to 6 divides 8 square. You press calculator lah. Okay, my calculator give me 3/32. That means here is uh, K multiply with 3/32, right? And how to find K? 1/4. Okay, this one 32 duduk bawah. Duduk bawah means bahagi. Bahagi jadi darab. And then 3 duduk atas is means darab. Darab hantar jadi bahagi. Right? It means bawah jadi atas. Atas jadi bawah macam ni lah. And then this one you can press calculator. Can cut, right? This one 8. So your K is 8/3. Right? And when you rewrite, now is step 4. Time to rewrite. And when you rewrite, you will look at this baris. So it becomes P equals 8Q/3R squared. Okay, I will stop here. I will stop here. The reason why I read like this is because I told you already, the K is actually like this. It's actually K times Q or R squared. It's just that I do it fast, I straight away tulis atas. So imagine if the K is 8/3 now. That means you will take atas darab atas, bawah darab bawah. That's why it ends up like this. Okay. So hope you are not confused by that. Okay, now we can find the value of X. Now we do step 5, which is find value of Q. Okay, they say find value of X means find value of Q lah. Q is X. So how to find value of Q? It means you need to have P and R. So now only you substitute this, right? Okay, so Q you will letak X ini, and then for the 3R squared, the R you just put in 4, and then for the P is 3/8. Okay, so now you just pina, then you get your X already. Okay, so 3/8 equals 8X over, okay, what is 3 times 4 square? 4 square 16, 16 times 3, 48. 8 and 48. 8 divide 8 is 1. 48 divide 8 is 6. So X is equals to 3/8. Divide jadi hantar jadi times 6. And then tekan calculator. 3 times 6 is 18. Divide 8, 9/4. So the answer is B, boy. Okay. You can use your calculator to help you. You can bring calculator to the exam. Okay. So you just tekan saja calculator. Okay, let's continue with question number 30. This is a matrix question. So they want to find value of X and Y. Okay, I think first I need to do the left hand side separately and then do the right hand side separately and then compare. Okay. So let's do the left side. Left side, they want us to take two matrix and then times them together. So when we take matrix, direct matrix, we have to write down the order. So this is 2 row, 2 column, 2 times 2. This one is 2 row, 1 column, 2 times 1. And you can only take matrix times matrix when this number and this number same. If it's not same, you tak boleh darab. So ini sudah sama. So now we can just focus on here and here. So now we know left with 2 times 1, right? That means the answer that comes out after you take this times this is 2 times 1. It means you will end up 2 row 1 column. Your answer will be 2 row 1 column. So satu atas satu bawah macam ni, 2 row 1 column, right? Tapi macam mana nak dapatkan nombor atas ini? Alright, remember horizontal times vertical. So if I have A, B, C, D like this, you will take horizontal times vertical. And cara dia macam ni. A times C, B times D. Okay. Jangan ada yang buat A times C, A times D. Salah tu. Tak boleh. Dia mesti A times C, B times D. So let's do it. Horizontal times vertical. So dia mesti 6 times 2 and then negative 3 times 3. Okay, dah siap. And then repeat one more time. Horizontal times vertical. Same thing. Negative 8 times 2 and then y times 3. And if there's nothing in between means plus. Tapi kalau sudah ada minus, tak payah dah. Okay, tak payah tulis plus dah. Sebab kalau you tulis plus pun, plus minus jadi minus. Right? Okay, so now it becomes what? 6 times 2, 12, 12 minus 9, 3. Negative 8 times 2, negative 16 plus 3y. And don't forget the other side. The other side, I have to take the 1 over 3x darab dengan matrix ni, right? Maksudnya dua-dua nilai ni awak kena bahagi 3x. Itu maksudnya. Sebab you darab 1 over 3x means like darab 1 bahagi 3x lah. So it's like bahagi 3x. So 18 bahagi 3x, 6 over x. Okay, ramai student yang akan buat salah sebab dia akan cakap 18 bahagi 3x is 6x. Salah. 18 bahagi 3x is 6 over x because the x duduk bawah. Okay, bukan 6x. Okay, negative 24 bahagi 3x, it will be negative 8 over x. 24 divided 3 is 8, but the x stay down there. Okay, and then here is 6 over x, here is negative 8 over x. Sekarang kita boleh buat banding. We can do compare. So how to compare? Mestilah you compare atas dengan atas, bawah dengan bawah. So dia akan jadi apa? 3 over 3 equals to 6 over x. And then the other one, negative 16 plus 3y equals negative 8 over x. Okay, kita boleh cari x dari sini dulu. So macam mana cara dia? Pindah x ke atas jadi 3x equals 6. So x equals 6 bagi 3 dapat 2. And then the 2 boleh ganti masuk dalam sini. So dia akan jadi negative 8 over x. Tapi x sudah tahu, so letak 2 sini lah. Okay, what is negative 8 divided 2? Negative 4. So dia akan jadi 3y. Okay, sini negative 4. Tambah 16 lah. Negative 4 tambah 16, negative 12. So y sama dengan negative 12 bagi 3, negative 4. So x is 2, y negative 4. Ada jawapan sini? Tak ada jawapan. Oh my god, what happened? Okay, saya buat betul tak? Negative 4, 16 minus 4, 12 lah. Oh, ini positive 12 lah, guys. Ini positive 12. Sorry, I silap. Because this is negative 4, right? Negative 8 bahagi 2 is negative 4. And then negative 4 tambah 16. Kalau you tekan kalkulator, negative 4 tambah 16 is plus 12. Bukan negative 12. Okay, and then positive 12 bagi 3 dapat positive 4. So the answer is B, boy. Okay. So 30, itulah jawapan dia. Okay, sudah siap. Okay, let's do 31. Given P is a matrix, okay, and then Q is also another matrix, R is another matrix, S is another matrix. Calculate the value of P times Q minus R times S. Nothing in between means darab times. So I have to take P times Q first. Okay, so let's do P times Q. Okay, P times Q. Okay, P is 1, negative 1, 0. But let's not. Okay. Let's just do it like just buat atas saja lah. Okay, before you darab, you have to make sure you write the order first. Sebab bila you buat matrix, darab matrix, you kena tahu dia punya order. So the matrix P punya order is 1 row 3 column. The Q punya order is 3 row. Okay, and then berapa column? 2 column. And I told you many times already, you hanya boleh ambil matrix darab matrix when the number middle here kena sama. The number in between here kena sama baru boleh darab. Okay, so if the number same, you can potong, and then you left with 1 times 2. That means, when you ambil matrix P darab matrix Q, you end up with 1 row, 2 column. Apa maksud tu 1 row, 2 column? Maksudnya, satu nilai sini, satu nilai sini. Itulah 1 row, 2 column. Right? 1 row, 2 column. Okay. Okay, sekarang, macam mana nak dapat nilai sini and nilai sini? Okay, first you kena tahu, mesti ambil horizontal darab vertical. Right? So horizontal now you have 3 numbers. So it should be A, B, C like this. And then the vertical will be D, E, F. And cara darab is like this. A times D, B times E, C times F. Okay? So A hanya boleh darab dengan D, B hanya boleh darab dengan E, C hanya boleh darab dengan F. That means 1 darab dengan 5, which is 5. Negative 1 hanya boleh darab dengan negative 2, which is positive 2. And then 0 hanya boleh darab dengan 3, which gives you 0. Tapi 0 tak payah tulis lah. Sebab bila you tambah kosong, tolak kosong, sama je. Right? So inilah cara untuk dapat nilai sini. Now we repeat the same process, but this time I will take the second column. I will still take this one, but darab dengan ni lah. So 1 hanya boleh darab dengan 1, which give you 1. -1 darab kosong is kosong, kosong tak payah tulis. And then 0 times 4, 0 tak payah tulis. So you end up with 7, 1 macam ni. Right? Tapi ini P darab Q. Sekarang saya kena buat R darab S pula. Okay, same thing, you have to check the order. Sebab kalau bukan semua matrix yang boleh darab tau. So you kena make sure nilai tengah sini sama baru boleh darab. So what is the R order? 1 row 2 column, 1 times 2. And then this one is 2 row 2 column. So 2 and 2 sama tak? Sama kan? So boleh darab lah. So jawapan dia akan jadi 1 times 2, which is 1 row 2 column. Sama macam tadi lah. Satu nombor sini, satu nombor sini. 1 row 2 column. Okay, how to get this number first? Same concept, horizontal times vertical. Tapi kali ni dia ada dua number saja. So A, B, C, D saja. So you kena ambil 2 times 1, 4 times -3. 2 times 1 is 4, 2 times 1 is 2. 4 times -3, I do it fast. -12. Okay. Okay, what about number dekat sini? Same lah, horizontal times vertical. 2 times -6, kalau tekan calculator dapat -12. You can use your calculator. And then 4 times 8 is just 32. And then tengah-tengah plus. And now you tekan this, you get -10. This one you get 20. Okay, now you can finally do PQ minus RS. So ini PQ jawapan. So 7, 1 tolak dengan -10, 20. Okay, kalau you buat tambah tolak, tak payah make sure nombor ni sama. Sebab kalau tambah tolak, dia senang je. You just make sure the order is exactly the same and then take any number minus dengan the corresponding number in the other matrix. So 7 kena tolak dengan -10. So jadi 7 plus 10 lah, 17. And then 1 mesti tolak dengan 20, which gives you -19. So the answer is B. Okay. So bila tambah tolak, kita tak just darab saja yang you kena jaga-jaga, because when you darab you have to make sure you write the order and make sure this number same. Tapi kalau tambah tolak, you just tambah tolak according to the location, the kedudukan, right? So kalau you ambil kiri, mestilah tolak kiri. Kalau ambil kanan, mestilah tolak kanan, macam tu. Okay. Tapi kalau darab bahagi, kalau darab, then you have to use the special method macam ni, like horizontal darab vertical macam tu. Okay. Tapi kalau tambah tolak senang je, right? Okay, that's all. Okay, let's continue with question 32. I think this is a fire insurance question. So let's read. Okay lah, I don't want to read first lah. I give you my notes first for fire insurance. Okay, so fire insurance, I will write the notes here. Okay, when we are doing fire insurance question, we will always use this formula first. The amount of required. So always start with this formula when you are doing fire insurance. Start with this formula. Take the insurable value times with the co-insurance percentage. Okay, so this is the formula you always use when you do fire insurance. Always start with this formula. After you do this formula, then you will know your required amount, and then you can check whether it's case 1 or case 2 or case 3. Okay, the other tiga case. Case 1 is when your insured value, or you can say the purchased, yang sudah belilah, purchased, insured and purchased the same thing, is equals to the required. Then it's case 1. And for case 1, how do we calculate the compensation? We will take the loss minus deductible. Okay, itu kalau case 1 lah. But what is case 2? Case 2 is when your insured value, jumlah yang telah dibeli, is kurang daripada jumlah yang harus dibeli. So the insured value is less than the required amount. Then the compensation formula akan jadi, you will take the insurance purchased over the required amount, because you purchase less than the required. That's why the purchase you have to make it into a fraction like this, and then times with the loss minus deductible. This is the formula kalau case 2. Okay, now for case 3. Okay, let's make this smaller. All right, so now let's talk about case 3. Okay, for case 3 is when it suffer total loss. Okay, total loss means kerugian menyeluruh. It means like the whole house burn down. It means your kerugian bukan sahaja, like bukan your rumah kena bakar, but it's not like a small part kena bakar. It's like the whole house kena bakar. So kerugian menyeluruh. So your compensation akan jadi macam mana? Okay, kalau dia kerugian menyeluruh, we don't care about whether the insured value less than required or equals required. We don't care about that already. Sebab kalau total loss, it's like sangat kesian already, right? So the formula will just be insurance purchased minus deductible, right? Okay, so these are all the things you need to know before doing fire insurance. Oh, one more thing. For case 2, there is something called the co-insurance penalty. But this only happens in case 2. The co-insurance penalty only happens when your insured value is less than required, right? Because you didn't buy according to the required amount. That's why you have to tanggung the penalty, right? So the penalty punya formula, in other words, is you will just take this part of the formula, but you take the other side of the fraction. So instead of taking purchase over required times loss, you will take required minus purchased over required times loss. Let me give you an example. Contoh, if I give you the purchased here is 2 portion, required is 5 portion. It means you buy less than it lah, because you only buy 2 portion. You're supposed to, the required is 5, but you buy less than 5. You only buy 2 portion. So this is the purchase, this is the required. But when you calculate penalty, you will take the other side of the fraction, which means 3 over 5. Because 2 over 5, the other side is 3 over 5. Why? Because you take required minus purchase, which is 5 minus 2, and then over required 5, you will end up with 3 over 5. That is why the penalty part will be 3 over 5 times with the loss. Alright? But that one is kalau case 2 and kalau dia tanya penalty lah. Okay, tapi kalau soalan tu tak tanya, tak payah lah. Alright, so these are the main things you need to know before then, because if you don't know this, then you don't have any chance to do this question, right? So these are the basics for fire insurance. Okay, now let's read the question. Okay, Puan Asma insurable value is 480k. This is definitely important because you need this to find required value later. Insurable value you have to put here, right? To find required. And then they say the insurance policies you want to purchase co-insurance to insure 75%. Okay, now I can find my required already, right? Yeah, I don't even care what they say later. They want later baru kita tengok. Let's find out our required now. Right? Let's find out our required. So 480,000 times with 75% like this, right? So calculate the required first. Always start with this formula. So let's press 23 times 0.75. Okay, my calculator give me 360,000. So this is the amount of required insurance. Okay. Okay, and then they say deductible is 15,000. Okay, this one we don't use it now because this one is like when we calculate compensation baru kita guna. And then they say she insure means purchase she beli So she purchased with RM 300,000. So you can see that she purchased less than the required amount, but her house caught on fire and suffered total loss. Okay, can you tell me case 1, case 2, or case 3? Okay, some of you might say case 2 because you see that the insured value is less than required, but it's not case 2, it's case 3. I told you already, if it's total loss, automatic is case 3. And if it's case 3, we don't care whether the insured is less than required or equals the required. We don't care already. Because if total loss straight away is case 3 already. And then they say calculate amount of loss incurred by Puan Asma. Okay, this is a bit different with what I did in other trial paper. So they want to calculate the amount of loss incurred by Puan Asma, tanggung oleh Puan Asma. Usually when I do fire insurance, they usually ask amount yang ditanggung oleh company. It means they want the compensation lah, right? But this question is different. They ask from Puan Asma, right? But it's okay. I will show you both. I will show you amount, the compensation tanggung by company, and Puan Asma. I will show you both. Okay. Okay. So first, I will use this formula confirm because it's case 3. Yeah, it's case 3. So for case 3, how to calculate compensation? The bayaran pampasan will be insurance purchase minus deductible. Purchase is 300,000. That's the insured value. Minus deductible 15,000. And then straight away tekan this. And then you will get the compensation. Tapi ini bukan jawapan. Tapi tekan dulu. 300,000 minus 15,000. Alright. My calculator give me 285,000. Tapi kalau you bulat B, salah. 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 Because the soalan ask you to find amount of loss incurred by Puan Asma. Bukan by company. This 285,000 is the compensation. It means ini amount yang ditanggung oleh syarikat insurance company. So how to calculate amount by Puan Asma? Very simple. You will just take the face value pula, insurable value, sorry. Insurable value 480,000 minus with 285,000. Okay? That one is kalau case 3. Okay, kalau case 3. Because case 3, the compensation is the amount yang company bayar, right? Compensation 285,000 yang company bayar. So to get the amount yang Puan Asma, which is the policy holder kena bayar, you just take the insurable value tolak dengan compensation. the balance is automatic, the answer already. Okay, let's press 480,000 minus answer. Okay, my calculator give me 195K, right? So this is the answer. Okay, so if the question asks for compensation by company, this is the answer. If the question asks for amount yang policy holder, ini cara dia. Kalau case 3 lah, kalau case 3 But if it's like case 2 then the method is different. Because for case 2, then the compensation you use this formula. And then what about kalau case 2 nak cari policy holder, then we have to use the penalty formula. And after you use the penalty formula, you have to plus lagi dengan deductible to get the total amount for the policy holder to kena tanggung kalau case 2. Alright? But this is case 3 and the method is like this. Right? Okay lah. I hope you understand. Okay, let's continue. Question number 33. Okay, in the calculation of income tax, taxpayer can claim some relief and exemption as follow, except, okay, lifestyle is tax exemption. Life insurance, sorry, this is tax relief. Silap. Lifestyle is tax relief. Life insurance is tax relief. Donation is tax exemption. Okay, yeah, tax exemption. Zakat is rebate. So which one is not exemption, not relief? D lah. Except, right? They ask which one is not. Okay, this one not, like this one there's nothing to explain. I think you just have to do more exercise, then you will be familiar with what's exemption, what's relief. Okay. The most famous tax exemption is donation. This one it always comes out in tax punya soalan donation. So you should know that this is tax exemption. And then the rest, all this one is relief lah. Okay, 34. Which of the following is not a component in mathematical modeling? So making analogies, making assumption, identify variable, refining mathematical. A lah. Yeah, A is not, because the step for mathematical modeling tak ada ini, right? Tak ada ni. Okay. So what is the step? The step is actually first is masalah. Okay, mengenal pasti masalah. That one is number one. Number two is membuat andaian ataupun making assumption. Okay, and then what is number three? Identify variable, pemboleh ubah. Okay, pemboleh ubah. Okay, you just hafal the keyword only lah. Alright, no need to hafal the whole thing. Mengenal pasti pemboleh, just hafal the keyword, boleh ubah. And then the next one is mm, apply mathematics. Okay, apply mathematics. Okay, and then number five is sah. The keyword here is sah. Sah in English is verify. Okay, verify. Okay, and then six is memurnikan. Memurnikan, murni Okay, or in English we call it refine. Okay, and then seven is lapor. Lapor in English is report. Right. So this one mathematics same lah. Okay, this one is English is variable. This one is assumption. I read in English. The bracket one is the English one. Masalah is problem. Right? Okay, so these are the keyword. So you don't have to hafal the whole sentence. Just hafal the keyword. First step is get the problem. Second, making assumption. Three, get the variable. Four, apply mathematics. Five, verify. Six, refine. Seven, report. Dalam bahasa Melayu, first, tentukan masalah. Dua, buat andaian. Tiga, kenal pasti boleh ubah. Four, guna matematik. Five, sahkan. Six, murni. Tujuh, lapor. So you can see analogy tak ada. Ini adalah andaian boleh ubah matematik. So A is the answer. Sebab dia tanya yang mana bukan. Okay, not a component, right? So A. Okay, let's continue. 35. In diagram 12, PQRTV is an irregular. What is irregular? What is tidak sekata? It means this PQRTV, mana? PQRTV. Okay, let's highlight it. So PQRTV is polygon tak sekata. Tak sekata means dia tak sama panjang. Then kalau regular means sama lah, sekata. Sekata means lima side sama panjang. And kalau lima side sama, sorry, 4 side. Okay, 4 side. Kalau 4 side sama, sudut dalam pun mesti sama. Okay, setiap sudut dalam sama juga. Kalau regular lah. Tapi kalau irregular, sudut dalam tak sama. Okay, PVTS, QVU, RTU, QRS are straight line. Okay, ini tak penting lah. Okay, now what else here? UQR is twice PQV. Oh, this one important. Ini penting. Mana UQR? UQR is Y lah. And dia kata is twice, 2 times PQV. Mana PQV? Okay, dekat sini. So, I think I will call this alpha. Okay, I'll call this alpha. So what is my angle Y? 2 times alpha. Sebab dia kata, sini dia bagi tahu kan, UQR is twice PQV. So saya jadikan yang ni angle alpha, ataupun you nak jadi apa alphabet lain pun boleh. Nak jadi K pun boleh. Tapi jangan guna X, Y, Z lah. Sebab X, Y, Z sudah ada. So I use alpha. So ini adalah 2 times alpha. And then they say find the value of X plus Y plus Z. Okay, I think I have to find X, Y, Z separately. And then plus everything. Okay, so macam mana nak buat soalan ni? Okay, dia ada bagi 32 sini, 82 sini. Okay, kalau sini X it means here also X, right? Yeah, because kalau dia ada X macam ni, opposite angle mesti sama, right? And then what else? Oh, sini boleh cari tak? Boleh kan? So cari je lah. 180, because this is straight line. So 180 minus 114. I don't even care whether the question got asked me to find or not. I just find whatever that I can find, I just find it. Okay? So apa lagi yang saya boleh cari? Okay, this is polygon. So, whoa, 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 whoa. I think, wait. This angle boleh cari tak? Susah sikit kan? Okay, so macam mana? Okay, what about this triangle? Oh, I see it already. Oh, okay. It's a bit hard to see it. Okay, it took some time. Okay, let me show to you using green highlight. Let me highlight for you. So did you see this triangle? It's hard to see it because it's like overlap with everything, right? But if you look carefully, this triangle, you actually can find the Y already. Because if you look carefully, this is 2 alpha, and this one is 32, and this one is 114, right? Okay. Okay. So that means you can take 180 tolak 114 tolak 32 to get here, right? Okay, let's tekan. 180 minus 144, sorry, 114, and then minus 32. Okay, my calculator give me 34. That means your Y angle is 34, right? But since they say this angle UQR is twice, right? So if I take 34 bahagi 2, I will get this angle lah, 17. Sebab dia kata tadi kan, UQR is twice. 2 kali ganda angle sini. So you ambil 34 bahagi 2. Okay? And then the alpha to alpha is useless already. Yang alpha to alpha tak payah tulis dah. Tak guna dah. Right? And then now, can I find X? Yes, because this is another triangle. You tekan 180 minus 17 minus 82. Okay, saya tekan calculator. My calculator give me 81. So X sudah tahu sekarang 81. So this X also 81. Okay, now yang tinggal Z je yang tak cari lagi. So, okay, can I find this angle? Yes, because this triangle, right? So 180 minus 81 minus 32. Let's tekan. Okay, sudah tekan. Dapat 67. Tapi ini bukan jawapan lagi. Ini hanya angle sini. Okay, how to find the other angle here? This is straight line mah. Straight line. Tak payahlah. Tak payah. Terus ambil opposite angle terus lah. Sebab ini cross kan. So kalau cross, opposite angle mesti sama. So sini mesti terus 67. So terus dapat Z lah. Just tekan 180. Tolak ni. Sebab triangle kan. Okay, so what is 180 minus 67? Minus 66. Okay, my calculator give me 47. Okay, finally, what is X plus Y plus Z? X is 81, okay. Y is 34, okay. Z is 47, okay. Okay, tambah semua ni. Then you get your answer. Okay, my calculator give me 162. So, ada jawapan tak? Ada jawapan tak? Ada kan? So, jawapan dia 162C. Okay, so that is the answer. Okay, sudah siap. Okay, 36. Let's go. Table 4 shows the scores of 60 students in a school contest. I think this is the total frequency. Okay, the total. Calculate the interquartile range. Interquartile range formula adalah Q3 minus Q1. But you need to find your Q2 first. Okay, Q2 is the median. And what is median? Median is the middle number. And I recommend kalau ada frequency, you write down the kedudukan. Because when you calculate median, the formula is like this. You take n plus 1 divide 2. But this formula tak boleh guna untuk cari median. Dia hanya boleh guna untuk cari kedudukan. So this formula, when you use it, dia akan bagi tahu you position of the median. Dia akan bagi tahu you the location, the kedudukan for the median. Okay, it will not tell you the median, it will tell you the kedudukan. Right? So let me write down the kedudukan for you. So what's the meaning of 10 score 10 frequency 10? It means the first 10 numbers is 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 kali. Right? Frequency is like berapa kali dia muncul. Okay. So it means from the first number until the 10th number, they are all 10. And starting from the 11th number, the 11th number is 20. What about the 12th number is 20 also. The kedudukan yang 13 is 20, 14 is 20 also, 15 also 20 until where? Until 21. Because 10 plus 11. 10 plus 11 is 21. It means starting from the 11th number onwards until the 21st number, they are all 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. Itu maksud dia. And then starting from 22nd number until 21 plus 8, 29th number is all 30, 30, 30, 30. And then starting from the 30th number, nombor ke-30, sampailah 29 plus 10, 30, nombor ke-39, ini semua nilai 40. Itu maksud dia, right? And then starting from the 40th number until the 39 plus 21, I think it's 60, right? 60th number, they are all 50. Okay, faham kan? Ini maksud dia 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 kali. Lepas tu 20, 20, 20, 20, 11 kali. And then 30, 30, 30, 8 kali. And then 40 and so on lah. Tapi takkanlah you nak buat semua ni. Alamak, lambat bro. You buat macam ni ke? So that's why I just write the kedudukan macam ni lah. So the nombor pertama sampai nombor ke-10 adalah 10. Nombor ke-11 sampai nombor ke-21, 20 and so on sampai habis. Okay, sekarang kita boleh guna formula median. N plus 1 divide 2. N is total lah, 60. Ada 60 data. So 60 plus 1 divide 2, you will get 61 divide 2, which is, tekan kalkulator, 30.5. Tapi saya dah cakap dah, this formula is bukan untuk cari median, dia bagi tahu you kedudukan saja. So the kedudukan is at 30.5. Maksudnya you have to take the 30th value plus with the 31st value bahagi 2. Because the kedudukan now is 30.5. Maksudnya you kena ambil nombor ke-30 and nombor ke-31, tambah dua-dua nilai tu and then bahagi 2. Itu maksud dia. So if you look from your data, what is your nombor ke-30? 40 lah. That's why I write down all these things. Sebab itulah saya tulis kedudukan untuk semua ni. Untuk tahu nilai keberapa adalah nilai apa macam tu. So the 30th number is 40. And what about the 31st number? 40 also. And then when you take 40 plus 40 divide 2, you get 40. Because 40 plus 40, 80 ma. 80 divide 2 is 40. So the answer is D. Okay. So this is how I would do it. Okay. So 36 is D. Okay. But the schema give different answer. Oh, no, 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 no. What am I doing? What am I doing? They want, this is the Q2, Q2. Hello, they want Q3 minus Q1 ma. So what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. What is this? What is this? What is this? This no, this, no. Okay, but we remember the median is at 30.5, huh? Okay, so yeah, this is not correct because I don't want Q2. Sorry. So we have to imagine the whole data like this. So got 60 number, right? But we already know the Q2 is at 30.5. So 30.5, this is Q2 lah. So this is in between 30 number, that's 30 number and the 31st number here, right? So I need to get the Q1, Q3. It means I need to go to the first half, find the middle, go to the second half, find the middle. Then only I know my Q1 and Q3. Itu maksud dia, right? So the first half got how many numbers? 30 numbers, right? We don't count here already because we only want the first half. So macam mana nak tahu first half punya middle kedudukan mana? Macam mana nak tahu? You can use the same formula just now, n plus 1 divide 2, right? But the n this time is 30. You imagine we only have 30 data, the first half, okay? So it will be 30 plus 1 divide 2, which is 31 divide 2, and what you get? Let's press 15.5, okay? That means my Q1 punya kedudukan adalah dekat 15 and 16 punya middle. The 15 and 16 punya middle, itulah you punya Q1. Then what about your Q3? Okay, 15 nak jadi 30, I have to plus 15. So 30 plus 15 is 45 lah. And then 31 also plus 15, I think it's 46. Right? Okay, so sekarang saya dah tahu dah Q1, Q3, kedudukan dia dekat mana. Sekarang saya just kena tambah bahagi 2. But it's 15 plus 16 divide 2. So which one is the 15th value? 20, right? Because according to what I write here, starting from 11, nombor ke-11 sampai nombor ke-21, semua nilai dia adalah 20. So 15 and 16 would be 20 both. So 20 plus 20 bagi 2. What about Q3? 45th and the 46th value plus together divide 2. 45th and 46, they are both 50. So 50 plus 50 bagi 2. And this one kalau you tekan you dapat 20, this one tekan dapat 50, tapi dia nak Q3 minus Q1. So you kena ambil 50 minus 20. That's why the answer is C lah. Because you kena ambil 50 interquartile range formula dia memang ambil apa Q3 minus Q1. So this is the final answer 30. Okay? Okay, ini baru cara betul. Alright? Okay, so I hope you understand. So let's continue. Okay, let's continue with question 37. Alright, let's read. Diagram 13 shows two triangles P and Q drawn on square grid. So two triangles here. And then what it says here, given Q is the image of P under rotation. Okay, they tell you siapa object, siapa image. So straight away label Q is image. So this one is image. And then P is the object. And they say under rotation. So P to Q, you have to do one rotation, right? And they say which of the point A, B, C, D is an image of point M under the same rotation. Okay, first, we cannot find the image of M first. First, we need to find out this rotation is 90 or 180, clockwise or anti-clockwise, and also we need to get the center first. Okay, because we need to get all these three things before doing the rotation from point M, right? So if we don't know these three things, we cannot find the image of M, right? We need to know what is that rotation first. So let me ask you, P to Q, is this rotate 90 degree or 180 degree? Okay, I will tell you straight away it's rotate 90. Okay, how come I know so fast is because I use the method. What method I use? I draw line, right? And when I draw line, I have to join the corresponding point. So this is the 90 degree of the triangle, and the 90 degree is here. So the corresponding point will be here to here. So this is my first line, and my second line will be this tajam punya part with this one, and then the third line will be this. So as you can see, this corresponding line, if all after you draw all the corresponding point, if you join all the corresponding point, and if the line look like this, they are all parallel, then it's a reflection. All right. If all after you join all the corresponding point, you get line like this, then it's reflection, all line parallel. But what if you get like this, all the after you join all the corresponding point, the line look like this, then it's rotate 180, and then and this intersection, that's the rotation center. Okay, but if it's not these two, then it's rotation 90. So that's why this question is rotation 90 degree. Okay, okay, so now we already know rotation 90. Now we need to know whether it's clockwise or anti-clockwise, and also the center, right? Okay, you cannot know whether it's, you cannot tahu, you tak boleh tahu dia clockwise or anti-clockwise sekarang, because you need to get your center first, right? After you get your center, then only you know where is your cross, then only you can do the then only you can know whether it's clockwise or anti-clockwise. So how can we find the center of rotation kalau 90? Okay, for 90-degree rotation, to find center, you will need the compass. You use the compass method. So how to use compass? You have to draw perpendicular bisector. So out of these three lines, you will choose two lines to draw perpendicular bisector, right? Okay, kalau saya, I will choose this line and this line, okay, to do perpendicular bisector. Okay, for this line, it's very easy to draw perpendicular bisector. The perpendicular bisector will be here, okay? Yeah, you don't need compass also. You know why? Because this line is straight. So the perpendicular bisector for it will be here. Tapi kalau nak guna jangka lukis, you want to use the compass can also. You cucuk sini, you just cucuk here, and then lukis here, and then cucuk here, lukis here, and then join, yeah, and then you will get this. Okay, but you don't need to do it, because if the line is like vertical like this, then just go to the middle and then draw a straight line can already, right? Okay, I need to draw another perpendicular bisector. Let's use this line now, right? But how to draw perpendicular bisector? This one you must use compass. Ini tak ada cara lain, right? So compass, do you know what is compass? The tajam-tajam punya. So ada satu part yang tajam, and then satu part yang pencil kan? Okay, so apa you kena buat sekarang? You kena ambil yang tajam punya part, you cucuk dekat sini, hujung sini. And then you buka sampai, okay, actually you buka sampai mana pun boleh, right? But I recommend you buka like lebih kurang more than half macam ni lah. And okay, so cucuk sini, buka sampai sini, guna jaga lukis, and then you lukis atas, you lukis bawah. And then repeat the same process, cucuk hujung sini, lukis atas, lukis bawah. Okay. Tapi you kena buat yang sebenar punya, sebab saya tak boleh tunjuk you sekarang because I'm using laptop. So you have to practice doing it yourself. And then lepas tu you join dua-dua point ni, right? And bila you join, you will get something like this lah, lebih kurang like this, right? But this one is like I just demonstrate for you lah. Make sure you apa dekat exam nanti you kena buat betul-betul guna compass punya. Okay, after you do this, you will just look at both the perpendicular bisector. You tengok dia silang dekat mana. You'll find out the intersection of the perpendicular bisector. So where is it? It's here, right? The red color line. The red color line is the perpendicular bisector. So this is the center of rotation. And after you know the center, you can put the cross now. So you can put the cross now. So the cross will be at the center. So inilah you punya center rotation. So after you know your center, now you can know whether it's clockwise, anti-clockwise already. So from P to Q, this is object, this is image. So definitely it's this direction, P to Q, right? So it's clockwise. Sebab kalau dia pusing macam ni, ini ikut arah jam lah. So it's clockwise. So sekarang saya sudah tahu 90 degree clockwise, and also the center is at D, right? The center, okay, not D lah, but it's like here lah. Okay, but they never give you coordinates, so I cannot write down. But I do know the center already, and I already draw the cross, right? So now I can find the image of M under the same rotation. So let's find out where is M. This one is M, right? So tell me first, where your answer will jatuh? Where is your image? Where will be your image kalau you rotate 90 clockwise? So you kena, it's very important to know where's your answer first, right? Before you kira berapa kotak, you kena tahu dulu mana you punya jawapan. So where is your answer? Will it be at the top left corner or the top right corner, or where is it? So it will be at the top left corner. Why? Because you rotate 90 clockwise. So ikut arah jam mesti sini 90 degree. So your answer will be somewhere here, right? Okay, sekarang you sudah tahu answer jatuh dekat sini. Sekarang baru you kira berapa kotak. But you have to kira from center, and you kena kira horizontal dulu. So kira horizontal, one horizontal, one vertical. And then terbalik. Because when you are doing rotation 90 degree, kena terbalik. So kalau horizontal one, vertical one, terbalik. Horizontal one, vertical one also lah, because it's like same lah, one. So, but this time you will move towards the corner. You will move towards the top left corner because you know your answer should be there. So you go horizontal one, vertical one. So the answer is A. Okay, just remember when you rotate 90, kena terbalikkan you punya kotak. Contoh kalau horizontal 1, vertical 2, right? Then you have to terbalik jadi horizontal 2, vertical 1. But you move towards the corner, you move towards the answer, the corner you want lah, right? So for this case is here. That's why I didn't move like one here, or one here, because I know the answer will be here already, right? That's why you kena tahu dulu you punya answer dekat mana. So saya sudah tahu dekat sini, atas kiri, so I just move towards the corner and that's the answer. Tapi kalau rotate 180 tak payah terbalik ah. Only when rotate 90 saja you kena terbalik you punya horizontal vertical. Tapi kalau rotate 180 tak payah. 180 you just same. Okay? It's just different direction, but the horizontal punya and vertical punya kotak sama. Okay? Okay lah, hope you understand. So that is the answer for 37. Okay, let's continue with 38. In diagram 14, W is image of X. So sini saya tulis I, image, X is the object. Okay. Under a translation, MN, WX is 17. So if I join a line, panjang dia 17. And then dia suruh cari translation MN, right? So from here to here berapa, from here to here berapa lah, kita kena tahu. Okay, saya tahu, confirm, saya punya M mesti positif. Okay, saya punya M mesti positif. Sebab M is nombor atas. Nombor atas is for pergerakan yang kiri kanan. And confirm dia kena gerak kanan. So confirm positive. And then lepas gerak kanan dia kena gerak atas. So N is also positive. Right? So let's look at ABCD. Ada tak negatif sini? Okay, confirm salah ni. Ini confirm salah. Ini confirm salah. Okay, A is the answer. Did you realize I didn't even use the 17. I didn't even use the information. Right? So this is why when you do paper 1, you don't have to, you can straight away look at the answer, and you know the answer so fast, right? So you know the M and N must be positive, and you look at the pilihan here. So automatic is A lah. Okay. But I can explain to you also why is it A. Huh? So if you want me to explain, I will explain it like this. The point W is a y-intercept. So the x will be 0. The x coordinate will be 0, but the y coordinate don't know, right? But you can use the distance formula. Square root y minus, sorry. Because I know the distance is 17, right? And the formula is square root bracket square plus bracket square. which is x minus x. So 0 minus negative 8, 0 plus 8, and then y minus negative 3, y plus 3, right? And if you keep doing here, you get your y coordinate, right? But it's very slow lah. And then after you get your y coordinate, you masuk sini lah. Lepas masuk sini, you ambil, because this is the image, right? And then you ambil 0 minus negative 8 to get how many kotak from here to here. Okay? But you must take image punya x coordinate tolak object punya x coordinate, not the other way. And then for the bawah punya number, you will take y minus negative 3, right? But you need to know your y first lah. That's why you have to do what you need to do. Tapi kalau you buat guna cara ni, you dapat A juga, right? You dapat A juga, believe me. Okay? So we can do it fast, because I know the answer so fast because I already know the m and n must be positive. That's why I straight away go to A, B, C, D. I see what got negative one, all I potong, and then I hapuskan jawapan yang confirm salah, then I know the answer. Okay? Okay lah, hope you understand. Okay, almost finished already. 39. Let's go. Diagram 15 show the graph y equals sine x. Okay, so the A is 1, the B is 1, the C is 0. That means one cycle in 360. Hey, but why the graph look like that one? This should be 360, right? Why is it? Why the labeling is like that one? Okay, I think this is 360 lah, not this one. Okay, because kalau dia sin 1x, it means the period means like the tempo ataupun by the time you reach 360, that's when you finish one cycle. Okay, and then the A is 1, so yeah, so that makes sense. All right, and then find the value of P. So dia nak cari P sini. Okay, I recommend you guna cara ganti. Tapi cuba you tengok P. Sini dia ada bagi y coordinate for P, right? So kita boleh guna point ni to ganti masuk. So the x coordinate is P, the y coordinate is negative 0.6428. And then I ganti the xy dalam equation sini. Okay, so bila you ganti, you dapat apa? Y jadi P sama dengan sin x. And the x is, silap ganti. The y is negative 0.6428. Right? Because it's like this, y equals sin x, right? Okay, so the y is this, and then sin x is sin p lah, right? Okay, kenapa kita boleh ganti macam ni? Sebab dia ada passes through. Sebab this point, dia ada passes through the sine curve. So bila dia ada passes through the sine graph, maksudnya kita boleh terus ganti dalam equation. Kalau ada passes through, memang boleh terus ganti masuk macam tu. Okay, sin p equals negative 0.6428. Now we have to find p. So I have to tekan shift sign. Okay, 0.6428. Jangan tekan negative, please. The negative only indicates quadrant. So don't tekan negative. So just tekan shift sign, 0.6428. My calculator give me 40 degree. And I told you already, the negative tak tekan. And this is not your answer. This is just the RA. RA means reference angle. Now you have to check the quadrant. Sign bernilai negative. So add sugar to coffee. So sign bernilai negative. Kalau sign positive, quadrant 1 and quadrant 2. Sign negative must be quadrant 3, quadrant 4. Tapi macam mana nak convert reference angle jadi quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4? Okay, kalau nak convert quadrant 2, formula dia 180 minus. Kalau quadrant 3, 180 plus. Convert quadrant 4, 360 minus. Ini kena tahu. Alright. So, sekarang saya sudah tahu reference angle saya 40, but I want it to be quadrant 3, quadrant 4. Because it's negative. So, how to get quadrant 3? 180 plus. How to get quadrant 4? 360 minus. So, your real angle for P will be 40 plus 180, 220. And then 360 minus 40 is 320. Okay. Okay. 180 plus is 220, 320. Yes, correct. But if you look at your diagram, you perasan tak, you punya P value adalah in between 270 and 360. So it cannot be 220. Okay, doesn't make sense. So the answer must be 320. But let me explain to you why got 220 is because there is another point that gives you the same y coordinate. Ada lagi satu point yang duduk dekat tempat lain, tapi dia ada passes through juga. Tapi dia punya y coordinate sama dengan negative 0.6428. Tapi dia duduk dekat sini. Okay, tapi kalau dia nak suruh cari sini, ini adalah 220. Alright, but this is not the answer lah. They want P, right? Okay, but what I'm trying to tell you here is like there's 2 points with the same y coordinate. Ada 2 titik dekat sini yang bagi awak sama same y coordinate, which is this. That's why I got 2 answer. Okay, but the one they want is the P, which is the 320. That's why you end up taking the 320. Okay, sudah siap? Okay, now we are at our last question. Finally, let's finish it. Table 5 shows the frequency distribution of weight in kg of 38 students from four science. Okay, so this is the total frequency 38. Tapi kalau you tengok sini, dia bukan bagi frequency, dia bagi cumulative frequency. So I think I have to find my frequency myself. But I already know the total is 38. Okay. Okay, tapi macam mana nak convert cumulative jadi frequency? Macam mana nak buat? Okay, very easy. The frequency will be the first one will be the same with the cumulative 4, right? But the next one you have to imagine 4 tambah berapa dapat 13. So 4 tambah berapa dapat 13? 13 minus 4 lah. Then you get 9, huh? And then next one, 13 tambah berapa dapat 26? You just tekan 26 minus 13, right? And the calculator will give you 13, right? And then you think about 26 tambah berapa dapat 38. So you just tekan 38 minus 26 lah. And then you will get, your calculator will give you 12. Okay. So itulah you punya frequency. Okay. So now you can see that the cumulative is 38. And then now you can also try tambah semua ni. Make sure you really get 38. Right. So, 4 plus 9. Yeah, correct. So I really get 38, right? And let me tell you the reason why I find the frequency, because I saw the question already. They want to find standard deviation, right? And standard deviation memang kena cari frequency. Okay, that's why I did it. Okay, let's talk about the standard deviation formula. Ada dua formula. Okay, so the first formula is square root sum of x square over n minus mean square. This formula we will use when there is no frequency in the data. Bila tak ada frequency baru boleh guna formula ni. Tapi kalau ada frequency kita guna formula lain. Kita guna formula ni. Sum of fx square divide the sum of f minus mean square. Okay. Dua-dua formula ni adalah formula untuk standard deviation, but we use yang atas bila dia ada frequency. Tapi bila tak ada, bila tak ada frequency baru boleh guna ni. Tapi kalau ada frequency kita guna yang bawah. So this question ada frequency, so I have to use yang bawah. Okay, and also this question is a group data. Sebab dia ada bagi class, right? This one we call it class. And bila dia ada bagi class, confirm we have to use this one. Because group data confirm ada frequency. Let's talk about mean formula. Because we need to find the mean later to find the standard deviation. Mean formula is take the sum of data, sum of x, divide with n. Tapi ini kalau dia tak ada frequency. Kalau ada frequency, saya kena buat cara lain. Sum of fx divide the sum of f. And for the x, you need to find midpoint. Kalau dia group data. Sebab kalau group data, dia punya x akan jadi kelas. And then kita kena, okay, sebab kalau dia kelas, macam we have to choose one number to represent. Kita kena pilih satu number untuk wakil kelas ni. And nombor yang kita pilih is the midpoint, right? So now we can start to find our standard deviation. Tapi first kena cari mean dulu lah. So the mean formula will be what? Will be midpoint, which is the x, times with the frequency, and then jumlahkan semua. And then bahagi dengan jumlah frequency. Okay, jumlah frequency saya sudah tahu. 38. Okay, jumlah frequency is 38. Tapi yang atas ini saya kena ambil midpoint darab frequency. So let's find out the midpoint. So the midpoint will be, I write using red color, 32. How to find midpoint is you take 30 plus 34 divide 2. Same with this, 35 plus 39 equal dulu baru divide 2. So let me press my calculator. Okay, 37, right? And then do the same here, you get 42, this one is 47. Now it's time to take midpoint times frequency, 32 times 4 plus 37 times 9 plus 42 times 13 plus 47 times 12, right? Just ambil midpoint darab frequency semua, and then jumlahkan semua, and then bahagi total. Okay, so let's press calculator. 32 times 4 plus 37 times 9 plus 42 times 13 plus 47 times 12. Okay, my calculator give me 1571, tapi kena bahagi 38 kan? Alright, the final answer here is 41.34. Okay, let me press again just to make sure I buat betul lah. Right, 38. Okay, betul lah. 41.34. That's the mean. Ini mean saja. Belum siap lagi. Dia mau cari standard deviation. Right? So, now can find standard deviation. So remember, kalau soalan suruh cari variance ataupun suruh cari standard deviation, you have to find out the mean first. Sebab kalau you tak ada mean, you tak boleh cari standard deviation. You kena ada mean dulu, baru boleh cari standard deviation. Sebab standard deviation punya formula dia kena guna mean. Alright, so the formula for standard deviation like this. And then dekat belakang sini kena tolak dengan mean square. And then the mean saya sudah dapat lah 41.34. Sebab tu lah you kena buat mean dulu. That's why you have to find the mean first. Kalau tak, macam mana you nak masuk dekat sini, right? Okay, now we can do this part. I can write this part. So this part is like you have to take the X, which is the data, square dulu baru darab frekuensi ya. So X kena square dulu baru darab frekuensi. So the X is the weight, the class. But I told you already, you will use midpoint to represent the class. You guna midpoint untuk wakil kelas tu. So which is 32, tapi kena square dulu baru darab 4. Same with this, 37, which is the wakil for the class, to represent the class, but tapi kena square dulu baru darab frekuensi. Frekuensi tak payah square ya. Siapa yang buat frekuensi square salah. Okay. And then tambah lagi dengan 42 square times 13. And then the last one is 47 square times 12. And then divide with total frequency still 38. Right. Okay, now if we tekan all this, you get the answer. But first, I will tekan the jumlah atas first. The 38, I will leave it. The 41.34 square also I leave it. So sekarang kita tekan atas sini dulu. Okay. I don't want to straight away give the final answer. I want to slowly get it. Okay, 32 square times 4 plus 37 square times 9 plus 42 square times 13 plus 47 square times 12. Okay, my calculator give me 65857. Okay, now I will straight away get the final answer already. So answer divide 38 minus 41.34 square equal and then square root answer. So I straight away taken square root answer already. So my calculator give me 4.907. So if I write in 4 significant figure, this is the answer. So which answer here is the nearest to this? So I think the answer is C lah. You pilih yang paling hampir lah. Why I choose C is because kalau you round off jadi uh, jadi apa? Jadi two decimal place, dia 4.91 lah. So it's like kalau you pilih yang dekat is like C paling dekat. So C is the answer. Okay. Alright. I think the reason why you tak dapat exactly sama is because just now remember when you calculate the mean, tadi ada banyak decimal place kan, tapi saya ambil a few saja. Tapi sini ada lagi banyak. Okay, that's why the answer is like tak accurate sangat lah. But you just choose the nearest answer. Okay, you pilih yang paling dekat. And also 4.91, 4.89 and 4.907, dia punya beza sikit je. Dia punya beza is like 0.02. The difference is like 0.02. So sangat kecil difference dia. So you pilih jawapan yang paling hampir dengan jawapan awak, right? So that's the answer. Alright, that's all. I'm done with this paper. Bye bye. See you next video.